Right, this is not fucking ASMR or any bullshit. I don't know why my camera's off at all, so let me just turn it on so you all can see my ugly mug. How's everybody doing today? Very nice. I know, I look fucking ugly as usual. So anyways, greetings one and all. Welcome back to Network exclusively here on the Film Reviews channel. I changed it back to Film Reviews. Why? Because it felt a lot more fitting to change it back to film reviews instead of just keeping it as reviews. At first, I thought just keep it as Mr. Garrison reviews. It would have been a nice fit. But I realized, no, film reviews was a nicer fit. So I've changed it back, blah, 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 blah. Whoopie fucking do. So as for this, folks, as for what we got going on tonight, we got a good lineup of topics and all that shit. We ain't gonna, I don't know why the fuck I said that because that is not a clever intro. But, as for what to come for the show so far, surprisingly, the recent reviews I've been posting when it comes to the classic film reviews, that's actually been getting some looked at. I'm quite surprised that it's been getting looked at, and folks been enjoying it. So more of that will come and stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. Also, about the technical errors, I do apologize about that. The first link in creating this new one, I made a fuck up on my end, and I take full responsibilities for that, and I apologize to everyone equally. So, just want to get that out of the way. Again, made a technical issue on my part that, again, I take full responsibility for. And I'm sure I won't do that, and I won't do that again to harm anyone equally with what's going on. So again, my apologies with the whole entire technical difficulty, and here we are now. We're live. I apologize for being a little late, but let's just get right to it. This is episode number 51, after episode 50, which was actually not bad of a program. So this is episode number 51. What do you fucking do? We're back to our normal standards. We're back to the normal concept. We're not going to do no more specials for the time being. Not until probably Halloween. I'm not so sure. So Halloween is falling on a Wednesday, but we ain't going to do it on Wednesday. So we'll probably do some a little early. We're going to stick to our regular schedule of what we are doing. We're going to stick with every single Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we're going to stick on the regular schedule for you all. No more skipping around. No more going to certain days, times, or whatever it is throughout the week to confuse everyone. We're going to stay back on a regular schedule, and that's how it's going to be. Bringing on a guest or just as three is hosting. We're just going to leave it at that and make sure it's fair, make sure it's balanced out for everyone equally. So, I'm done talking. I gotta go to the toilet. So you fellas, floor is yours.
Thanks, man. Who wants to go first? You guys want to introduce yourselves or some shit?
First, guests always go first.
Well, since you spoke, you might as well go first.
Awesome. What's up, guys? I'm Jared. I run the Movie Nerd channel on YouTube. You can go find me over at Jared Poirier on YouTube. I do reviews of movies, lots of new movies when I see them, lots of superhero movies, horror movies. I've been doing some Quentin Tarantino content, or at least getting some Tarantino content ready for you guys. So that should be out pretty soon. So yeah, that's me.
Wonderful. I don't have a witty introduction because couldn't think of it because I was doing a little shopping today. So because that took all my thinking away, how to cleverly do an intro, like I usually do on this stream. But anyways, folks, I am Smart Fan 3, and I got some topics, some lovely topics for you all. First up, I got quite a few Blu-rays here to show you, and I also have a movie review, a couple lists from Taste of Cinema, and
wonderful, them motherfuckers.
And not forgetting, today I'm showcasing the top 10 best acting in all 4 categories. This time it's the 90s.
Ooh. I guess it is me turn.
Yes, Mike.
Okay. God, if I suffer any more
any more strain or pain, just strike me dead for a couple weeks. Please, just put me in a coma, and I'll wake up with the best night's sleep I could ever ask for. Thank you. Okay. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 51. We're returning into the original format of Flicks with the Dex. Introducing the original movie nerd, Mr. Jared. You know what Jared looks like? He looks like my nephew, Kalen, except he's older with glasses.
I thought that I looked like Gary.
If you saw what my nephew looks like, it's creeping me out because I'm just like, oh shit. I always wanted to get him on the show, but I know my sister would not allow it. And then we have Super Mario Final 3 Brady Boo. Where's Lost Levels?
Ask my Mountain Dew.
Oh, shove that Mountain Dew up your big fat keister. Where is Lost Levels?
I don't know, mate.
You have the game for the Famicom, aka the Wii
Virtual console.
Same difference. Yes, I want you to beat Lost Levels. If I can do it, so can you.
Fuck me in the ass.
Yes, I will be. Jerry, if you don't know what I'm talking about, now, obviously you know the Super Mario Brothers games, right? I mean, who doesn't know?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I'm a guy on the earth.
Okay, well, the original Super Mario Brothers 2 that was released in Japan, known as the Lost Levels, is one of the most difficult games in existence. This game is sadistically hard. Like the Doki Doki Panic game, the Super Mario Brothers 2 we got isn't the real sequel, if you know the thing. And he has it on the Wii Virtual Console, the Famicom version, and he still has yet to beat it. God damn it. Oh, you're drinking that fucking milkshake, Brett.
No, fuck milkshakes.
No, you're drinking that milkshake.
I hate milkshakes.
Well, then beat the fucking game. Rose, I'm gonna stick a straw up your butt, and you're gonna drink it the opposite way. That would be a whole definition of a blizzard.
No,
and then
don't go human centipede on me. Don't go human centipede on me.
I said the straw, not me or anyone else. Besides, you would want to be in the middle between them two hot chicks. Fuck you, Tom Six. And the young, yes, that's Mr. Garrison. And yours truly, Romy Boy J Money. Now, I have a lots of topics to go over. And I mean, a lots of topics. Let me just share with you what I have in mind. If I can find the damn okay. Oh, here we go. Alrighty, here's what I have. Obviously, the weekend box office. I haven't done that for a while. I got lots of film reviews. I got multiple rants. One on Watch Mumble Jumbo's 10 best films of 2018. Thank you, Justin. Count Victor, thank you on. Speaking of Tom Six, his latest project.
Oh God.
Oh no. This guy is so bad, he's giving Lars von Trier and Nicholas Winding Refn a run for their money.
You know what? Let me say about his appearance in Human Centipede 3. He's making M. Night Shyamalan and Lady in the Water look modest.
Yeah, and that's coming from the guy who wrote a novel called The Cookbook that will change the world. And he casts himself as the author, Fucking asshole.
Yeah, but Tom Six makes M. Night Shyamalan look modest.
You know what? Yeah, more like Tom Sick. Yeah, pretty much. I have a couple of movie games. Name that film and the Googlers. Thank you, Christy J, for that. Scarlett Johansson controversy news about a role she had to turn down. A rant with Garrison on the Mortal Kombat reboot cast of characters.
It's just something about that quick thing about that Scarlett Johansson thing. Did they suddenly forget about Felicity Huffman in Transamerica?
Thank you. That's a great example. Alexander the Great, thank you for this one, about Bruce Willis and what he officially said about Die Hard. Wait,
this bullshit.
It sounded like you almost said motherfucker, more like it. I can't stand that goddamn movie. The early praise for the movie Mission Impossible Fallout. The Weinstein Company is no more. Thank you, Count Victor. The 10-year anniversary of one of the greatest movies of all time. Sony pulls the plug on The Crow. And probably the biggest news, other than the trailers come out, and this kills me. James Gunn.
Yeah, we got to talk about that, I guess.
We need to talk about this because before he was one of my favorites, especially what he said to the Star Wars assholes. He's like, you people are fucking toxic. You need to get the hell out of here. I'm just like, thank you. And then
Tubby, we all know that The Last Jedi was a terrible movie.
Wait. Oh, Gary, you've been teaching him this shit, haven't you?
He's learning from me.
I thought The Last Jedi was bad before I met Gary, but
I'm proud. He's learning from me, and I'm happy with that.
Gary, I take shits bigger than you.
Why do you think he's my new co-host?
Folks, hold that thought for what he just said there, because that is an upcoming Romy shenanigan video. And what in the hell is this? What's my... Oh my god. It's fucking the goddamn troll. Hold on. Hello. Yes, James, how can I help you? I'm sorry. The princess, aka the stubborn whore, is at another castle. Please try again in World 2-1. Thank you. Okay. Having said that, goddamn troll, let's begin.
All right, so folks, before we get to our guest of him who's doing his stuff, let's just say for my topics of what I got for you all, I got a topic regarding a certain my favorite director of all time, as he's discussing the ideal premise of his new movie, which he's going to be doing as his final film. We'll get to that. Again, we're going to be discussing the whole Mortal Kombat or reboot character casting, going over that. And let's just say I got a topic that there is literally no good reason to remake Child's Play. And I got two rants that's very rare for me to say coming from me, because I'm a guy who doesn't like ranting at all when it comes to topics. But for this particular case, though, I do happen to have two rants that I'm going to be discussing. One of them is regarding that film that everybody fucking knows that I never shut up on.
Oh no! This is Q Milkshakes the song.
Stop that.
This is more of a heartbreak for Gary than it is a rant.
No, this ain't much of a heartbreak. This is more of there's double the fucking heartbreak here. Even though the article was from 2 years ago, well, there's a couple articles. One was from 2 years ago. The other one, I'm looking at recent stuff about this whole deal. But here's the thing, though, even though it was from 2 years ago or a year ago, whatever, this is fucking new to me, and I'm gonna go over it anyway because it pisses me off a lot more than fucking the other one. It really does. Because one of them is destined to happen and should. The other one, on the other hand, doesn't need to fucking happen because the film was great as a standalone. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm going to start the show off with my shit and get it over with because I need to get... I
thought you let your pudding go first.
Yeah, guests always go first.
Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
Okay.
You're stuck at a fork between a road. What are you gonna do? Go over something passionately that you admire, or deliver it towards your pudding?
No, I think we should let Gary take this. He's riled up right now.
Oh, he's being a gentleman. So I'm guessing that Jared's the one who wears the pants between the two.
Well, I was thinking you go first instead.
No, it's cool, dude. You're on. Okay, I'll go first.
You can go first.
Hey, Gary, doesn't Jared look like Kalen if he was older with glasses?
No.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Guess not. You'll have to get a picture up later for us here, but
go ahead. What?
All right. So here's my topics. All right. So we're doing Death Proof, Quentin Tarantino's worst movie.
That movie's so bad.
Really? All right, sweet. So this is going to be great because I kind of like it. I think it's a bit flawed. There's a reason why it's called his worst.
Flawed.
But,
you wonder why the chick does.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, there's a reason why that chick should stick to being a stunt double and not an actress, okay?
Yeah.
Let's go on top of a hood and just, hang on by a thread. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez did it better. Thank you.
Anyways, yeah, so obviously you guys already know a lot about this movie. You know that it's Tarantino's side of the whole Grindhouse thing that he did do with Robert Rodriguez. Some people prefer the movie Planet Terror, but
Yeah.
I watched that movie and it was pretty fun, but I gotta say, like, in retrospect, I do not fucking remember anything about that movie. Whereas, it was a fun movie and shit, but like when it comes to rewatch value and a movie that you can keep going back to and keep thinking about, that's death proof, guys.
You know what's funny? Even Quentin Tarantino himself says he didn't like the movie at all, and he never wants to make a movie like that ever again.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna get into it a little bit here. So yeah, it stars Kurt Russell. You got fucking Rosario Dawson. You got the best stunt woman / actress working today. I
don't know who was the worst actress, her or Lucas.
She's pretty good at the stunts and shit like that. But also, if you go check out her IMDb, she's actually got quite a few acting credits on there. So pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just want to kind of start with like the good shit in that movie, and then I'll go into some of the bad shit. The good stuff, the rest of the movie. I think I almost have an even. You're gonna like this, Tubbs. I got an even amount of good and bad stuff, probably.
I will say Kurt Russell was awesome in it.
Kurt Russell is pretty.
Yeah, we'll get to Kurt Russell, all right.
The best thing I can say about Death Proof is, as a tribute to low-budget exploitation films in the 70s, it was well done. But as a Quentin Tarantino movie, I expected a lot more.
Yeah, I feel you.
Hey,
but it does have really, really good dialogue, like until there starts to be some murders and stuff. By the way, there might be a little bit of spoilers in this, so guys, watch out for that. But before the murders, there's a lot of like build up, something that Tarantino does obviously really well. He puts some fucking really interesting dialogue into his movies. You guys might totally disagree with me. In the case of this particular movie, some people might say, oh, there's too much dialogue, or there's nothing going on. It's a bit boring and shit like that.
Well, okay, look at The Hateful Eight. That movie's 2 hours.
All dialogue.
25 minutes, mostly dialogue. And I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
Well, then again, that's quick. Or look at Pulp Fiction. That's a dialogue-driven film.
Yeah.
And it's in my top 5 greatest films of all time. So,
it's my fourth favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, see, you can do heavy dialogue films. That's mostly Tarantino. But with this, it was just a bunch of gossip from these women. Yeah. It's like, I don't know what was more useless, this or Book Club. I'm being an asshole.
This or fucking Ghostbusters.
Oh!
That's just my go-to for the worst about it.
My PTSD is returning.
I gotta get some tea.
But yeah, as you guys were saying, like as a tribute to like the whole B movie vibe and stuff like that, I mean, you can appreciate it in that respect. I think it was out of the style of films that Tarantino like usually does. It's pretty different, actually, like a bit of a chance for him to experiment, right? You have like a fucking film grainy bit at the beginning that kind of goes away after a while. There's actually like a few minutes there in black and white. I don't know if you guys remember that bit, but that's kind of cool. Like the black and white little minute there.
Well, it's different than what it was in Kill Bill Volume 1. The reason why they had to do it in black and white, the MPA rating, because the MPA is a bunch of fucking jokes in themselves.
Watch the director's cut in color. It's actually a lot better.
Not only that, this film is not yet rated. That's a great documentary. But as you were.
So what else is good? Tarantino is in it and he's not terrible. So that's good. He's
I really liked him in Pulp Fiction. I thought he was enjoyable.
Yeah. What do you guys think of him in Django Unchained? Because that's like one of my few actual.
I already told you how many times I felt about that movie.
Yeah,
no, I know, but how you feel about Tarantino being in it?
Oh, I love it because he
Like as
gets
an actor.
get blown up out of him.
He's always blowing himself up
Yeah,
in films.
No, he does in Spades and Django.
Yeah, and I don't know. I thought that he worked better in Death Proof here. He just plays the bartender or whatever, so it doesn't really it doesn't demand that much acting skill out of him. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if that's a tribute to Desperado, to where because he's in the movie drinking, making that fucking joke about about a guy who makes so much money because he pisses all over the bar or some shit.
Yeah.
If you've never seen that, yeah, I know Winter Flowers, I know, but yeah, in terms of as you were, Jared.
Yeah. So what else? What else? That's pretty much all the good stuff. Good stunts, good dialogue, good suspense. A bit of opportunity for Tarantino to do something a bit different, a bit more experimental, not fall into some of the tropes that he's kind of known for. So that's good. The bad shit. This movie. Let's talk about the bad shit. This movie fucking feels like two separate movies. It's super weird. There's like the kind of beginning movie where he's kind of stalking the girls and then they're at the bar and then he murders them. And then that's kind of like the movie's sort of like over at that point. And then it kind of like restarts with like the girls chasing him down and whatever. I don't want to maybe spoil it too much, but yeah. So
the movie only came out like, I don't know, 9 years ago. Is that when it came out? When did it come out? 2009?
I still don't like this.
2006.
Oh, wow, even before
No, 2007. It was 2007.
Oh, the worst year for films ever.
Yeah. You guys can actually throw down in the comments there. Let us know if you don't want us to spoil stuff and shit like that. Some people actually are reading the chat here. I don't know if you guys actually.
Well, when it comes to like when I was doing my review for Avengers Infinity War, like right when it was hot, I did my damnedest not reveal anything, and I did, and I did what I could. But,
and me, well, I reviewed it.
OMB says, "Yeah, you can spoil it. No one would care because the movie sucks."
You can spoil it because it's bad.
Wait, don't spoil it. God damn it, James, you fucking troll. Don't spoil Romy's mom's breast milk. Oh my god, I swear. Actually, joke's on you, bitch. I had to drink goat's milk. Okay, as you were.
Okay, thanks. And I guess the last thing that I want to go over in the bad category here, I think that it's pretty strange at the near the end of the movie when Kurt Russell's in the hospital and all that type of stuff. They have like the two cops there, and then they fucking basically explain the movie to the audience. They're having a conversation with each other, but they say this guy's a sex maniac and he has like a weird fetish, and this is the only way that he can get off. Essentially, is like murdering these girls in this way, right?
Yeah, it's pretty messed up, but yeah, it fits the tone.
But it fits the tone, and like that whole idea is there already in the movie, though. I don't know why they fucking have to come and explain it to you at the end. Like the whole foot fetish thing is all there. He's looking at the feet, then the feet get ripped off, and then it's all there, and you don't need those cops coming in at the end and fucking explain the movie, right? That's so I'm always a fan of like show and not tell in movies, and they kind
of you're stabbing me in the heart, man. I'm all about show and tell, man. What do I? You wonder why I hate You wonder why I hate A24? Yeah, that's why.
All right.
Well, you'll relate to Brett, man, because he's all about that kind of shit.
I like my weird movies.
You're all about show and tell. You don't want a movie to like spoon feed answers to you.
Yeah.
Well, that's a difference. I mean, you still have to be able to tell the story while still be able to display such amazing visual. Like, look at Christopher Nolan, for example. Why do you think I love him so much?
That's right. Yeah, but it can be a bit difficult without, forcing like exposition down, because that's a really tough thing to do, is to be able to write some good exposition.
You want to know why I grew up to be a sad person? I was never breastfeeded as a child.
And Jerome. And
he hasn't sucked a tit since.
No, I haven't. It's the truth.
Speaking of exposition, you want to know what Taylor Sheridan says during his interview of Hell or High Water? I'm allergic to exposition.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, nothing. But go ahead.
All right. Last bit here, guys, because I actually kind of I wanted to get your opinions on this. So, like, why do you guys think? What's your theory here? Like, why does this movie suck for a Tarantino movie? Like, why wasn't it popular? Why is it bad? What happened?
Okay, because
I got my own theory, but let's go.
Because the only thing the movie has going for is the car chase.
Oh yeah, because that was the only thing that Tarantino did. Even though I get where he's coming from, wanting to do something different, but his execution for this ideal concept ended in a very bad way, especially the ending.
Oh, the ending pissed me off. I was like, dude,
it literally killed the whole movie, especially the direction I was going. But the ending's what did it.
And you know, like you got Mary Elizabeth Winstead, you have wannabe actress, aka stunt double. You have Rosario Dawson and all them, and I just didn't get. It wasn't fun. It was just boring to me.
It was not a Tarantino flick that you love from his previous works.
Well, they were going for the grindhouse exploitative feel. Okay, Robert Rodriguez nailed it with Planet Terror. I was like, oh my god, this is some shit I could.
There's a chick with a gun leg, like, you know.
Yeah, and at the end of the movie, she gets a minigun on there. I was like, fuck yeah! That's what I'm talking about, dude. This shit was just this was like balls to the wall. This shit, I'm just like, I was just like, oh my god, I don't know what's more boring, this or Terrence Malick. Yeah, I can't stand that motherfucker, man. Sorry, man. That fucking screensaver.
Yeah. So as far as like reasons go, you guys are kind of just saying like that it is shitty and why it's shitty, but like, what is the actual reason? Like, was Tarantino fucking on drugs? Like, was he pressured into doing this, or he doesn't, know how to make this type of movie? Like, what's the actual?
I don't know. I wouldn't say he doesn't know how to make it, because him and Rodriguez grew up with these type of films.
Thing is with Tarantino is that he wanted to try something that he was familiar with, but the thing is that for me personally, I don't know what was going through his mind, but I probably felt he was struggling a little bit to execute certain areas that ended up in a downfall with the actual premise of the showcase.
True. Yeah.
I think like an actual like exploitation film that came out in the 70s is a lot better than trying to tribute that.
Yeah.
For instance,
and it was a financial bomb.
Pretty bad.
Wes Craven's directorial debut, Last House on the Left, is a much better exploitation film. Because it is an exploitation film.
It actually is. And the funny thing is, because you know how, was it Roger Ebert? He thinks I Spit on Your Grave is like the worst movie ever. And it's one of them. But when he saw Last House on the Left, he praised the everlasting shit out of it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because it's a really good movie.
Actually, it is. I Spit on Your Grave isn't. That shit should just burn in a dumpster fire. Okay. I mean, that's the type of shit that Lars von Trier and Nicholas Refn jack off to. Fucking hell. I mean, come on now. You got Lars von Trier, a guy who wants to display his depression on the screen by having someone getting his genitals mutilated.
Don't touch me.
I'd be pretty depressed if my genitals got mutilated.
And you wonder why.
Don't worry, I'll take care of you, boo.
And you wonder why he never stepped foot on American soil, because people would kick his ass.
I'll take care of you, boo-boo, with your genitals.
Oh my god. No, he's in Canada, so good luck.
I can get to Canada, no problem.
Actually, you can. I never thought of that. Oh fuck.
Not that far. I'm not safe. He
ain't too far away from me. I can go to Toronto whenever I feel like it once I get my license enhanced.
All right, you guys want to hear my fucking theory or what?
Yeah, your theory.
What is your theory of everything? What is your theory?
Do you give a fuck about my fucking theory?
Fuck, what is it?
Do you give a fuck about the theory?
I don't give a fuck, what is it?
Alright, so here's the theory.
Ow, ears.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I think that maybe like Tarantino is at his best when he takes on like a genre that maybe he hasn't fucked with too much before, and something that's not so close to his heart. I think that he loves these B movies and these like grindhouse flicks so much that it's a little bit too close to the chest with him, and maybe his best movies are like the ones where he fucks with like a Western or
Well,
you know,
I can agree with that.
an action kind of you know, like Japanese style action movie or some shit like that, right? So
Well, how do
like
you
an indie
explain
movie
Kill
shit.
Bill? How do you explain Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2? Because those are spaghetti westerns in the old style.
Yeah,
He loved those too.
Well,
yeah.
Tarantino loves B movies. Have you seen his review of Chungking Express? There you go. He'll explain it. That's a movie I gotta check out still. I heard it's supposed to be pretty good. Came out in the 90s.
But yeah, as far as reasons why this movie didn't turn out that good, that's all I could really come up with. I don't know. I guess he tried to do something different. It didn't really work out that well, and you know, now he's obviously returned to form. Made some pretty fucking good movies since then. So.
Oh hell yeah, he has.
And Tarantino's gonna be doing something a little different, which I'll explain once we get there.
James,
Yeah.
God, James, you motherfucking troll. You wonder why I'm bald, Jared? I'm blaming him, James.
I thought it was Gary's fault that you're bald.
No. I met James way before I met Gary.
He's been fucking with you
I
long
had
before.
a full head of hair before I met James. Now look at me.
It's vice versa now. It's vice versa now. You see why I'm balding now.
I'm losing in the front a little bit too, boys.
But you don't have a fucking dome like I do.
No, that does suck. The best.
Oh, it does fucking suck. I've been called a lot of worse things, and I'm not going to say it on camera.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, anyways, guys, so we're going to be doing more Tarantino shit. I actually was working on it pretty much all day, fucking editing my review of Django Unchained, and then me and Gary are going to do Kill Bill 1 and 2. We'll probably do those as like 2 separate videos after that, so we'll rock those. Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, I think I'll probably have to play the more critical role in that case. I think Gary's just going to be sick riding. But I will be a little bit more critical, so look forward to those reviews, guys.
See, thing is, I have my moments where I'm critical, and I have my moments where I just fucking lose my sanity over films. Have you seen my Hereditary review, dude? I painted my face purple.
I still haven't even seen that yet.
I painted my face purple. I took a shower while filming review. I ripped my shirts in my reviews. I've done a lot of crazy shit.
You do crazy shit in your reviews, man. I respect that. That's tight.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. Because
it's inspiring me to do more crazy shit, you know.
Thing is with my shit though, I'm just one of the people who don't give a fuck. You want to know my material? There you go. This is all I got. This is my material.
I know. I'm gonna mail you a better camera, I think.
You don't need to do that.
I'll just give you my old cameras.
That's all right. You don't need to do that. But go ahead.
I got one more category for you guys. If I can do it now, or should we do it later? I got one more.
Yes. For $200, what is it?
We want to do it. We want to do it now.
That's all it's worth. $200. Come on.
$300. Go right ahead.
$300. All right. This is the surprise one, guys. We knew that I was gonna fucking talk about some Death Proof. This is the surprise here. We're doing Bigfoot movies, boys.
Oh.
Harry and the Hendersons.
It's on there, bro.
The reason why I'm laughing because of our chat. So go right ahead.
All right, Bigfoot. Yeah, let's start with that then. Harry and the Hendersons. I fucking haven't seen that movie. I came across it today when I was doing my research for Bigfoot movies. And John Lithgow, right? 1987. Yeah. It's pretty fucking. It looks hilarious. I watched the trailer and some scenes.
I love how every time he gets in the car, he always had to create a dome in the freaking roof because he's so big.
Yeah, the effects also look really good, right? Like the animatronics, the way that the face moves and all that. Like it is pretty convincing.
What about? It's not a movie, but Jacqueline's Jerky. Those commercials are fucking hilarious, dude.
Look, man, I'm glad you're talking about this film and then fucking Howard the Duck.
That's not a Bigfoot movie.
That ain't a Bigfoot movie.
They're animatronics.
It's a duck.
I don't give animatronics. I'd rather take the fucking Bigfoot over the goddamn duck.
Well, speaking of.
Don't worry about the duck. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
All right. So, have you guys heard of this movie called Exists from 2014?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna drop a gem on you guys. So this is one of the fucking dudes that made that Blair Witch Project shit, and they came out with Yo, Bigfoot found footage movie.
Is this Adam Wingard?
I can't remember which dude it is.
Simon Barrett.
I should have done more research. But...
they did some films in the past that I love.
Yeah, this actually looked pretty cool. It was like there's this dude who's like a vlogger or whatever, right? So he has all the camera gear, the GoPros and whatever, and they're just camping, and there's like all this Bigfoot shit in it. I mean, with most found footage movies, it might be shit, but it looked okay. It's something to look into, anyways. It might be kind of fun. And then there's another one that I found that looked fucking tight and scary. Primal Rage actually came out this year in February.
Wait, what, the video game?
No. So this is another Sasquatch movie, but this is like Sasquatch horror, like Cabin in the Woods, but Sasquatch.
Ooh, I love Cabin in the Woods.
It might not be like that much like Cabin in the Woods. That's more like meta and shit. But anyways, it looked pretty scary. You got Sasquatch. He's like murder Sasquatch though. It's not fun fucking Harry and the Hendersons. The opposite side of it. That would be actually, if you had that Sasquatch murdering people, that might be kind of more fun. Now that I think about it, you take Harry and the Hendersons and then make that a horror movie. You might have
Brent,
yourself
how come you've never been in a Bigfoot movie?
Well, because I live in a small town. Ain't no way gonna find me in a small town.
Well, if it'll make you... Go ahead.
So before I get my last Bigfoot movie, my favorite Bigfoot movie, I just wanted to tell you guys why the fuck we're talking about Bigfoot right now. So I don't know if you guys have. I guess that's pretty smart, Gary. That ties in with the earlier shit. It's the whole thematic. You're bringing the theme to my whole presentation here. It's all about foot fetishes. Thank you. So I don't know if you guys fucking know this, but Bigfoot is on the rise right now. There have been Bigfoot sightings all over the place. I got just a few here. Bigfoot news, a little bit of Bigfoot news. Canada, Westlake, Manitoba. We got Bigfoots that are 7 feet tall there, 18-inch feet there. Scotland, they've been finding Bigfoots like crazy. This guy.
No, they mistaken for Chewbacca.
It's just Chewbacca on vacation after he shot Solo. Bigfoot investigator Robert Shackland, I'm sure he's a very legit dude. He claims to have found Bigfoot with 14-inch long feet. We'll notice the consistency here, 6.5 to 7 feet, very consistent with the Canadian Bigfoot. So we might be talking about some real Bigfoot phenomenon here. And just a couple more pieces of Bigfoot news here. So if you guys don't mind, can I keep going with the Bigfoot news? Is that okay?
Yeah, Bear. Well,
Tubby looks pissed off.
No. All
right, I'll let you come in at the end. I'll let you come in at the end with the rebuttal.
No, I'm outside. Can't Bear.
Well, if he's got one more piece, I wouldn't mind hearing.
All right. We got two. So we got one more thing. Bigfoot is officially has been officially declared an endangered species. In Whitehall, New York, has declared Bigfoot their town animal and declared Bigfoot an endangered species. So you know this is some real shit.
Why the fuck would a place in New York?
Gary, you're not safe, bro. The Bigfoot.
Look, I'm never safe at all from where I live. I don't even. You know, if I come across Bigfoot, you know, I'm gonna tell him hi. Meet my Bigfoot right here. Yeah, it smells like shit. I know.
Well, quit shoving it up your ass then.
And then, guys, Skamania County, Washington has also declared Bigfoot endangered species. There, you can get a fine of $1,000 and a year in prison if you kill a Bigfoot.
Yeah, good luck trying to find one.
So don't do it. Don't fucking do it. If you see a Bigfoot, don't kill it unless you want to go to jail and pay $1,000.
Oh, John Marsden didn't do that in Red Dead. If you played the DLC.
Yeah. I think that's something about Bigfoot.
That is inside reference. That is an inside fucking reference.
Good God.
All right, so the last thing, Bigfoot movies. My favorite Bigfoot movie of all time. This is a fucking classic film. You guys got to check this movie out if you haven't. Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny. You guys seen this?
I love the holy hell out of that film, man.
That's fucking good.
Oh my god, I love the holy hell out of it. It is amazing.
Rewatchable as shit.
I love Dave Grohl in that movie.
Yes, you
Dave
are
Grohl is
fucked.
Satan.
Get out of luck.
Wait, now my cock, you will suck. That soundtrack.
Who played? Okay, you know what? I know a feeling because he plays as the devil. I watched that for the first time, and I was just like, "That's the fucking Baron of Hell from Doom."
That was Dave Grohl from
Dave Grohl, man.
Foo Fighters, dude.
It was the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Foo
Fighters. It was Dave Grohl.
Nirvana. Don't forget Nirvana.
Well, originally. Then Foo Fighters.
Like, yeah, he looked like the Baron of Hell from Doom. But yeah, Bigfoot.
You got so much good shit in that movie, though. So you've got fucking Meatloaf is in that movie. Ronnie James Dio before he died, he's in that movie. Ben Stiller's in that movie for a fucking
Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
Wait, is that his name? Tim Robbins?
Yeah, Tim Robbins, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And then, you've got the Bigfoot shit in this movie, where basically Jack Black takes a whole bunch of mushrooms and he has a trip. He thinks Bigfoot's his daddy and goes flying around with I don't know why Bigfoot has magical flying powers in this movie, because mushrooms, I guess. But anyway, he goes, there's a whole like song about him being a baby Sasquatch. And
I'm not going to lie, that was like one of the only sequences in that film that was kind of stupid, but I was guilty enough to laugh at it because it was unexpected.
It's stupid, but it means that I get to talk about that fucking movie in the Bigfoot movie section here, boys. So, anyways, you watch out. 2018 is the year of the Bigfoot, and you guys are going to see a lot more Bigfoot shit coming your way. So,
talk to me more about these sightings about Bigfoot, dude, because just to let you know I'm a guy who loves learning about that stuff when it comes to the paranormal, mythological creatures, mythological places. I'm all about learning that shit, dude.
I'll keep you up to date if I find any new shit. This is I already gave you guys the latest fucking news. Westlake, this is fucking West Hawk Lake, Manitoba. You're going to want to watch the fuck out. Scotland, watch out. Whitehall, New York, watch out. And Skamania County, Washington, don't be killing any Bigfoots. You're going to go to jail.
Yeah. Prison.
Jail. Prison.
I don't
jail.
want to go to prison.
You might want to go to prison. You might be that type of dude. Never mind. That's it. That's my shit. What do you guys think? Fucking Death Proof and Bigfoot. So we're doing the foot fetish section. That's it.
You got some good stuff, man. I'm going to give you credits there. Good shit. All right.
I was working hard on it all day.
Yes, you were, and I'm proud. All right,
I didn't even rewatch the fucking movie.
It may not be Bigfoot. Is anyone here excited for Smallfoot? No, I prefer Littlefoot from Land Before Time.
Oh no.
By the way, that live adaptation of the Flintstones, Brett was Fred. So there you go.
Wait, Gary. Which live-action Flintstones movie?
The one with Rick Moranis and the other guy, John Goodman.
Okay, I will give the movie this. Casting John Goodman and Rick Moranis as Barney and Fred is like the perfect fucking casting ever. It's just too bad they ruined it with Rosie O'Donnell's casting.
Yeah, it was pretty bad with that.
And they shouldn't have thrown in that, generic, villain trying to throw Fred out, and they should have done a story like that.
Something like that, yeah. Oh, is it my turn?
Well, or unless you want me to go.
I'll go because I gotta get my rants. I'm gonna get my rants out of the way. All right, so folks, since it's my turn to start boring the shit out of you all right. So actually, I won't be doing that tonight because I'm gonna be yelling tonight. So let's just get my rants out of the way. And also, I forgot to say my last topic. I got a VHS update for you all. I got a couple VHSs that I am going to showcase for you all.
Nice.
So I'm going to show that after when I'm done with my two rants. So first rant that we got here, let's talk about the first thing that upsets me. And that is none other than a movie called Bill and Ted 3. After all the hype, the interviews, the builds up.
Okay, atomic bomb's about to go off. I already know this is going to happen. As you were, Get Bear.
The build up, the talk, the interviews, the producers, the story writers, the directors. After all that, this is what happens. You decide to. It's not gonna. It's according to what Keanu Reeves says recently. Bill and Ted 3 might not happen after all. Why? Let me explain a little bit in this article from Maxim.com. Remember that time when Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves were like, Bill and Ted 3 is totally happening, brah? Yeah, maybe not so fast. In an interview with Yahoo Promotion of his new movie, Siberia, Keanu Reeves was frank about some issues that might make the third installment in the timeless saga that put him on the map. And I quote, I don't know if Bill and Ted 3 is a reality, Reeves told Yahoo. We've been trying for a long time to get the film made, and it still has its challenges. Which I can, someone understand, because due to the fact you still need to get certain things for this particular movie that needs to be possible. I mean, the idea, even though you have the idea of a plot, you got your premise and you got a cast and everything, but I can somewhat understand the idea factor of certain things that you need to help make the film genius for what it's supposed to be. So I can somewhat understand that small perspective right there. But continuing on, we thought the only challenge might be accepting John Wick / Neo returning to his radically different role as a slightly dim so-called surfer dude, but apparently that's not even an issue. Reeves reportedly said he loves the character and he thinks the story is good, but part of the problem is show business stuff and financing rights deals, nothing creatively. So, in a way, thing is, when it comes to making a movie, it's a lot of money. It is a shitload of money to make a movie. You're going to need a shitload of certain things when it comes to renting, getting your cast together, paying them, paying a production company, or getting your certain props, or getting certain locations that you need to spend good money and time to actually rent the whole entire area to make this movie possible. And especially when it comes to editing the film together, you need to spend a lot of money. So in a way, to sum it up, you're going to need to spend a lot of fucking money to make a movie possible. So in a way, financing is one of the biggest issues that I can say I can somewhat understand right here. But here's the thing, though, continuing on with this particular article. If he does get to slip into Ted Theodore Logan's van again, Reeves says it'll be interesting to see what that's like. They'd be a lot about him that would be interesting. I'm sure his kind of optimism, naive in the face of the darkness, would still be there. He has a child now, so I'm sure he's matured. So Ted has a kid, and whatever script for the movie is kicking around Hollywood right now, we know that it's really ridiculous that a movie franchise which has only grown in popularity, one fronted by an actor who's a major star today, might have any trouble making it to the big screen. So, in a way, as for the title itself, Bill and Ted 3 might not happen after all. I'm going to tell you right now, that is a bit of an incorrect title. From reading what I said, basically the main problem is finance issues. That is one of the main problems right now, is the finance of how they're going to afford the movie and how it's going to make it box office and how much it's going to cost them to get all their material they need. Again,
well, that's where the producers and the film studio comes into play.
It's nothing with the creative aspect for the film. You got your plot, you got your story, you got everything, but it's the whole finance issues, which I can somewhat understand. But still, this is a movie that needs to happen regardless. Why? I'll tell you exactly why. Because this film, they've announced already of what the deal of the film is, of the plot, the script. You all know the fucking idea of what the film's going to be about. I've said it numerous occasions. But still, this is a film that is destined to happen, leaving people in suspense now of a particular release year. Is it going to come out 2019, 2020? I don't know. Maybe it might come out later 2020. I don't know, but go ahead.
I was expected to come out next year as a celebration of Bill and Ted's 30th anniversary.
That would have been perfect.
It would have, but we'll just have to wait and see what goes down. But as the title itself, Bill and Ted 3 might not happen. Incorrect title. I think it's an incorrect title for that. So all I can say is Bill and Ted 3, it is in the works. We'll leave it at that. It is in the works.
It's still in pre-production. It's still in pre-production phase, as I read on IMDb.
There you go. Pre-production phase, still in the works, so can't really go against that. So saying, oh, it might not happen. Yeah, incorrect title there. Now let's get to a fucking movie that doesn't need to fucking happen.
It's 110 degrees. It's 110 degrees.
So I was just on Facebook surfing the internet, and I wanted to. And lately, there's a movie that I've been watching that I fucking love. That is dear to my heart. Mine is Bill and Ted: Excellent Adventure. This has gone to now to be. This is like my third favorite film of all time. It's going up to be my second. Yeah, over Back to the Future. I know, bias much. So, but on a serious note, this is one of my favorite films of all times from the fucking 80s. And then a guy I know who told me, oh, there's going to be a remake happening. All right, show me. Okay, IMDb, it shows on IMDb, but where is your proof? Where is your facts? Where is your articles? Until I decided to look it up myself on the internet. And even though the articles, again, are from a couple years ago, 2016, one from 2017, but the whole idea for this though doesn't need to happen because of a picture I shared of a movie that I love. Let me explain to you folks about a movie that I fucking love.
And folks, he's been wearing that shirt for 6 days straight now.
What for you folks at home in the comments? Where have you seen this shirt before? If you get this right, I will appraise you.
Hey, Gary, if you don't put that into the wash, it's going to look like the Super Nintendo where it ages.
It's already been washed quite a few times already.
Big Trouble in Little China.
So, the Fu Manchu, the signature shirt that Kurt Russell wore in the film.
What's it called again, Gary?
The Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu. Oh.
Big Trouble in Little China.
I just said that, you butthole.
The movie itself was phenomenal as its stand-alone thing. Here's the thing, though. The film itself, is it cheesy? Yes, it is. But here's the thing, though. The movie is self-aware how cheesy it is, and it was done right, doing like parodies of mixed martial arts and having that type of storyline. It knew what it was doing, having that type of parody. But here's the deal, though. Having a nice little story of the Chinese mafia kidnapping one girl who is a rare type of Chinese girl who has green eyes, and the big deal is that the emperor
you wish you were rescuing that Chinese girl.
David Lo Pan was his name. Lo Pan. He needed to marry a chick due to the fact that it'll gain him to be full again due to the fact he was like a spirit. But here's the thing though with this movie, I'll have a whole review going into it.
If you rescue that Asian chick, we should bring you joy.
Yeah, don't fucking die.
If I die, it's worth it, Jared. I don't have to suffer no more. Hey, you got the shirt. All you need is the Kurt Russell hair and the muscles. You're good to go, man.
He's got to work on the muscles a little.
Yeah, look at me, goddammit. Okay. Hey, flick pick. Sorry, I win. 18-inch arms, goddammit.
We're all competing with fucking flick pick, okay? At the end of the day.
I take shit's bigger than him too.
He's got some biceps, bro. He's got tiny fucking legs, though. I didn't know this was the flick pick fucking section of the show, but we're talking about flick pick right now, and he's got some tiny
flick pick,
legs.
by the way.
I love him, dude.
I think he's cool. I think he's a cool dude.
I'm fucking behind that guy. He's great.
Yeah, I can't say the same about his friend, but that's a different story.
Who's Stuckman?
Fuck.
You don't like Chris Stuckman?
Oh boy.
Getting back to my
sorry, Gary.
Getting back to my discussion here about this remake, I just need a little moment. There was an ideal concept floating around. Again, this was some from a few years ago, but it's new to me. Of an idea of a remake or sequel to Big Trouble in Little China.
There doesn't need to be one.
Fucking
Let me
stupid
tell you.
idea.
Let me
Everybody
tell you
knows
right now.
that's a stupid idea.
A remake for Big Trouble in Little China, and here's your idea, and this is from October 2016. I'm going to read anyway. That doesn't appear to be the case when it comes to the planned remake of the cult 80s classic. By the way, it's not a cult classic. It's a classic. Leave it at that.
Well, cult status is where it financially just bombed, but it developed like a fan base, or critics shit all over it, and a bunch of cult followers think it is a classic. That's how it usually becomes that.
So, looking at this article here, continuing on of 80s classic Big Trouble in Little China, which currently has Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson pitched as its lead, with X-Men First Class screenwriters Ashley Miller and Zach Stens penning a new script.
Wait, Zach?
How about fuck you? Fuck you! The movie itself was amazing as a standalone film. No other guy will top that role as Jack Burton like Kurt Russell. He had the he had the muscles, he had the fucking look, and most of all, he had the attitude. You don't need a fucking Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to come around and play a fucking badass character who was great as his own thing. You don't need Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to play as every fucking badass character.
I will say this. I bet you'd be better than Skyscraper.
Dwayne Johnson.
You guys actually watched that? Holy fuck.
I'll get to that later on.
But Mr. Garrison, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would do a good job playing as Jack Burton, man. This is 2018, man. You gotta follow up with new ideas, man.
Credits to
Yeah,
JD.
tell that to Johnny Depp when he played Willy Wonka. Yeah.
Yeah, credits to JD from NY 206 for the goon voice, but
He
still,
is fucking awesome. I love him.
the whole fucking idea of Big Trouble in Little China remake doesn't need to fucking happen.
I gotta put this back in the fridge.
The fucking Rock doesn't need to play as this role. He ain't no Jack Burton, and goddamn, I swear he will not pull off this tank top like him. Hell, I can't pull the fucking look like Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell is the main guy who can make this shirt look good. I'm wearing it because I fucking love Kurt Russell, and I love the hell out of the movie.
I don't think anyone's gonna fucking disagree with you here. It would be nice to have a debate, but no, they shouldn't fucking remake that movie.
The remake doesn't need to fucking happen.
I'm not gonna agree with you.
This whole idea is stupid. This is a John Carpenter classic. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to, what was it? Now, when it came to the thing, no, that was a whole different story. That was more like a prequel leading up to the events that happened in the John Carpenter version. There was a reason for that film.
Exactly. Fuck that.
Just the name of John Carpenter example. But for this, though, how are you going to top a story like what happened in Big Trouble?
You know what?
Top a story like that. How
Okay.
can you top badass characters and action sequences like that?
Gary, let me play devil's advocate. I'm gonna OMB. You make a great point. Chris Hemsworth would be a better pick than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I agree.
I'm not gonna say that either. Why? Because this, regardless of who it is, whether this is gonna be
Gary,
a grievance statement.
Devil's advocate. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, but Chris Hemsworth as Jack Burton, if he can grow a mullet, okay, I'll give it a chance. I'll give him a chance as a badass actor.
Actually, I want to pay to see him
as a badass actor playing that 80s role. I'll play that, but not for this not for this idea. If they want to do like a revamped 80s action film, but not fucking Big Trouble in Little China.
Dude, Chris Hemsworth is a badass. Did you see him as Thor in Avengers Infinity War? He was
an 80s action film, an 80s action character. I'm talking about that. Not talking about superhero. I'm talking about an 80s action.
Does Cabin in the Woods count?
So,
by the way, best horror film of the decade. I love it.
I fucking love that movie.
Overall, just let me tell you right now, Hollywood, quit making stupid decisions of remaking amazing films from the fucking 80s that don't need to be remade. The Big Trouble in Little China is one of them.
Well,
Leave the movie alone as its own fucking thing.
Well, Justin Williams, the thing with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, that was a prequel leading up to John Carpenter's The Thing.
Damn, I'm fucking sweating right now.
It worked out.
Well, yeah, and I have every fucking right to, because shit like this pisses me off. Dwayne The Rock Johnson ain't no Jack Burton.
You know,
Kurt Russell's Jack Burton.
You know, Dwayne Johnson's been cast in many 50 movies per year. And, he needs to be cast in films that would allow him to actually act.
Let me tell you right now, Ghostbusters, when that fucking remake came out, I didn't even want that to fucking happen, and look, it already did.
Oh,
exactly. And that film sucked. So, and then you got, if this happens, dude, I'm swear on my fucking life, if this idea comes out, I'm not gonna fucking see it. I am not going to. I'm not going to waste my time wanting to give any fucking attention for a trailer, poster, whatever, or the movie itself. If this idea actually did happen and put into play, not getting my fucking attention. Why? Because I'm sticking with the fucking Kurt Russell movie. I'm not giving my fucking attention to that. Sorry, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I wish we could argue with you, but you're not.
Fucking dipstick meatballs.
if you want to watch a great remake, 310 to Yuma.
Or
Sorry.
the Coen Brothers' True Grit.
That's another good one, yeah.
Fucking cocksuckers.
What else you
need
got,
this
Gary?
to fucking happen.
What's your
All
other rant? Or was that your two rants? You already, that was your two rants?
That was my rants. I got no more rants.
Oh, no, you got another rant to do, and I'm going to have to join with you.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
All right, Mortal Kombat. Might as well talk about that.
Let me get this fucking post up. Oh my
Let's
god.
Mortal Kombat. Here's the thing with Mortal Kombat. Now, let me show you all a little visual real quick. I ain't going to be taking my headset off because it's not really that far of a walk. Actually, I might have it so I can reach it. All right, as you all know, one of the all-time, to me, one of the greatest fighting games that's ever been done is one of the all-time greatest games ever is Mortal Kombat. But here's the thing, though. In the 90s, there was a film that was called Mortal Kombat that was done by, what the fuck was his name?
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Thank you very much. Now, I'm not going to lie. The film is a guilty pleasure. It is a huge guilty pleasure of mine. The second film, we're going to pretend that doesn't exist.
Hold that thought. Hey, Jared, is Craig your brother?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I was like, oh wait, that's great. That's Jared's brother.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
hey Gary,
Absolutely.
if he has a twin, hey, double the pleasure, double the fun.
All right, so here's the thing, though, with Mortal Kombat, though. The movie itself is a guilty pleasure. It actually has, surprisingly for this film, an interesting plot. And here's the thing, though. There are some positives with Mortal Kombat, the guilty pleasure film. There are a couple positives. There are a couple storylines that's happening within the film. And there's somewhat solid battles that happens that's somewhat of a cheesy action showcase that is fun to watch, but critically, if you're judging this objectively, yeah, it's a bit ridiculous, but still, it's a fun watch.
Well, Ed Boon and Tobias, they got the original idea came from, of course, to me, the greatest martial art movie of all time, Enter the Dragon.
So I will not go against that whatsoever. But let's get to the present and talk about this ideal concept of a Mortal Kombat reboot. Now, first off, I was actually with the idea. I thought the idea itself was actually not bad of a concept, but until I read up of the Mortal Kombat movie reveals character lineup, I am not satisfied with what this looks like. Now, here's the thing, though. Will this might change? I don't know. But for right now, I am not satisfied with the characters portrayed due to the fact because there is a shitload missing. So let's go into detail
Okay,
describing these characters.
I had two things to say. One, why did they not get? I've been saying this since day fucking one. Get Gareth. I think his name is Gareth Evans or Gareth Edwards.
Edwards.
Gareth Edwards.
Get Gareth Edwards, who did the Raid and the Raid 2. He is born to direct Mortal Kombat.
Unfortunately, it's not gonna happen.
Why did they not get him?
Well, I think they got a relatively unknown director to do it, so maybe he could pull it off. So,
Okay, and by the way, here's the second thing I have to say. When you think of Mortal Kombat, what are the two characters that come up to your head immediately?
Technically, for me, the three. There's actually quite a few, not two.
No, just two. The two biggest names in Mortal Kombat.
Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Thank you. And guess what?
They're not lined up for this movie.
They're not in the fucking movie.
It's not only them who's not lined up. You don't have Liu Kang lined up. You don't have Goro. You don't have Shang Tsung.
No, Shang Tsung is in this.
Oh, Shao Kahn. Excuse me. Don't have Shao Kahn.
Is not in this. That
Don't have Johnny Cage.
There's no Johnny Cage.
I could do without Johnny Cage because he was annoying as hell in the Mortal Kombat movie.
That's the movie, though. But in the game, he makes
the badass.
He makes the game, dude.
Because he's got that humor, he's got the look, and he's fucking badass as a character.
And his daughter is like a smart ass, but a hot piece of ass of that.
He's in the new Mortal Kombat X, which I do have. So here are some of the characters that's in the movie. You got a guy named Cole Turner, who I've never even heard of.
He's a new character.
You got lead male 30s, a brand new character to the MK franchise. Cole is a struggling and widowed boxer who cares more about his younger daughter than anything. He's incredibly determined and refuses to quit in the face of fantastically advertisers.
So it's their version of a boxer, kind of like with Street Fighter they had Balrog, or like Kill Instinct they had TJ Combo. Yeah, I see. I'm
something
a
like that.
Gamer nerd, so I should know this shit.
So character, then you have Kano. I don't remember him from the first or second. I can't remember specifically.
Oh, dude, he was in 1, 3, 4. He's the guy with the,
I remember the games,
eye patch and the heart patch. With your fucking heart out.
I know him from the games. I just don't remember specifically in the movie. But
he was
still,
he was in the first movie. He gets killed by Sonya Blade.
You got Kano, okay. You got Sonya Blade.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I'm not reading these is because everyone should know who these characters are. You got Raiden.
But it says he's male, 14 years. He's 14 years old.
That makes no sense. How the fuck can Lord Raiden be 14 years old in this particular film where clearly he should be who he is and what his reputation is?
He's the god of thunder, and I don't mean Norse mythology.
Then you got Melina.
Oh, the crazy bitch. The hot crazy bitch.
I got my ass kicked by her multiple times in Mortal Kombat 2.
Okay, I got one character wrong, but still, I'll continue on. Then you got, I said Melina. You got Jax, got him.
Oh, Jax.
I love Jax.
Then you got, I thought he wasn't in it, but he is. You got Liu Kang and Kung Lao. Got those two, the Shaolin monks.
Yep, you gotta have Kung Lao.
I hope Liu Kang does the bicycle kick in the movie.
you got Shang Tsung, got him. You got Draman, who I never even liked as a character.
Wait, Draman's one of the worst fucking characters.
I never liked him.
Put him in this. Hey, Gary, feedback.
Then you got Natara. Got him.
Excuse me. Gary, your feedback's horrible.
She was in the second movie,
which
I personally wasn't a fan of.
Hold up a second, Gary. Hold on. Goddamn. Naitara? No, she was in
Naitara.
Naitara. She was the vampire.
I know who she is.
From Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
I'm talking about the movie, not the game. But anyways, you got the movie. I'm pretty sure she was. I think she was.
Dude, that wouldn't make sense because Deadly Alliance. Okay, hold on, Gary. You're. I have to mute you. I'm sorry. Your feedback is awful. Okay, now it's someone else. Okay, there we go. Naitara debuted in Deadly Alliance. It came out way beyond any of the movies.
You got Reiko.
Okay.
You got a character known as the Overseer. Never heard of him.
I think he's new. The Reiko is a ripoff of Shao Kahn. That's all he
You
is.
got Emily. No, that
That-
never heard of her. 12 years, apparently 12 years old.
Paul's daughter.
Got Sophia and Jess.
Yeah. So this lineup fucking sucks.
Yeah, wait, so wait.
Don't have-
Who's the character who was one of the worst in Mortal Kombat?
Draman.
Yeah, so having Drummond but not Scorpion and Sub-Zero is like making a Street Fighter movie, but only adding fucking Dan but not Ryu.
Thank you very much. Or yeah.
Don't have Baraka. Don't have him. Don't have Katana. Don't have Jade.
Okay,
Don't have none of
Katana
those.
is like one of the main characters. Johnny Cage is not in this. Reptile, Cyrax or Cyrax. Where's Cyrax?
Cyrax or Smoke. You're missing. There's hardly. All these characters are missing. But if this film is going to be centering around a story between Liu Kang and Shang Tsung, I don't need to see that again because I played the games how many times. I know the history about Liu Kang and Shang Tsung. Obviously, it was showcased in this film when they did their adaptation. But still, don't need to see it again in this film. It'd be very nice if they did it, okay, but at least have different multiple storylines going on. If they did an ideal concept of different storylines into one movie, it can work in a Mortal Kombat film.
The Scorpion Sub-Zero.
I wouldn't mind.
The Lin Kuei and Shiro Ryu, they were the best storylines.
I wouldn't mind if they did multiple storylines surrounding that. I wouldn't mind. It would actually make me anticipate the movie a lot more than already what it is.
Yep, I'm not looking forward to this movie at all.
Well, I do like the premise. I could say maybe it'll focus more on, because the premise sounds like it'll focus more on trying to build some character development as opposed to trying to build off some fan service and trying to make a good movie.
Well, yeah, but if you don't include some of the most important, iconic characters,
it's gonna piss a lot of people off, dude.
Well, maybe that's not the whole list.
No, that was the whole list, dude.
But even so, even though, yes, I'm really bummed out that Scorpion and Sub-Zero are not in the movie, but that probably shouldn't take away from how the movie as a whole could turn out.
I mean, look at the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. You know, the movie starts out with Sagat and Ryu fucking battling it out, and how Ryu became the world champion by defeating Sagat.
And then
with that dragon uppercut, he fucking let him scarred and bloody. I was like, that is amazing opening.
And that's where we figure out that Bryan Cranston was Fei Long.
The Bruce Lee, the guy who envies Bruce Lee. Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe Bryan Cranston had to make all those noises.
You know what? If I just want to see you can say Mortal Kombat type movie, I'll just go to any Bruce Lee film.
Just watch the fucking Raid.
I'll just go to any Bruce Lee film and just do that. But that's me because I love Bruce Lee.
I'm just gonna watch Rama vs. the Assassin in the Raid too.
Well, James Wan is producing the Mortal Kombat movie, so maybe it could turn out really good.
Hopefully. Well, he's doing Aquaman.
Yeah,
so.
and that looks really good. Hopefully that could break the whole, Wonder Woman being DC's one-trick pony curse.
Man of Steel.
Yeah, it was all right.
Oh!
7-Eleven the movie.
7-Eleven. I like 7-Eleven.
Oh my god.
But anyways, as for the whole Mortal Kombat concept, let me just tell you right now, not a fan. I thought it was gonna be interesting at first, but no, I was. After hearing this character concept, if they're gonna do the whole Liu Kang and Shang Tsung, I don't even need to bother seeing the movie because I already. 2 reasons: 1, I know the story, and 2, I can just go back and play the games again, no problem. And there you go. There's your movie. There's your story. I can just do that.
Okay, Billy R says, I thought it was IHOP the movie. Billy, you're fucking great. OMB says, I want a fight scene between Scorpion and Sub-Zero similar to the kitchen fight in the Raid 2. Amen, dude.
It's not happening, though. You're never going to get that.
Which is bullshit.
Well, anyways, as for that, let me just tell you right now, to conclude my perspective on this, yeah, that's it. Not looking forward to it, no.
But The Rock in Big Trouble in Little China.
Have that directed by James Wan.
All right, now I was gonna go over the Child's Play topic, but fuck that. I'm just gonna go over the Quentin Tarantino.
Summarize that quick, because I was interested in that.
Oh, you were? Okay, so for Child's Play, there is
2-minute
literally no
version.
good reason to remake the Child's Play film.
Why the fuck not? I think they should remake it.
This is from a film. This is from Film Blog in the Real Realm. Now, let me just find a nice way I can summarize. Well, actually, why are they rebooting it? Why are they calling it Child's Play? Okay, the article itself, it's quite long now. The best way to put it, they probably want to give a whole new ideal concept of who Chucky is, give a much more darker and sinister look to him.
R-rating.
Than to who Chucky was in the 80s and 90s films, that continuously going on and on and on. That's my only estimate, and looking at here, give a whole new look to that.
My favorite Chucky movie is Ready Player One.
Damn it, Jerome.
Let me tell you all right now, I fucking despise Chucky. I find it
Chucky.
I find that character to be absolutely obnoxious. But I will give Brad Dourif credit. He did a good job voice acting. I will not lie on that. But the character itself, it was too childish, pun intended, for me to take serious as a horror icon.
Well, that's the thing. It's like a little child thing becomes a serial mass murderer.
Yeah, but what about like it? You know, like that movie works.
Boy.
Don't get me started on it.
Yeah, same here.
Not because of the movies, because of my fucking hatred for clowns. So there you go.
Yeah, bro. I'm just saying, if they can make an R-rated It movie and have that work, that was super successful. And I don't even if you guys didn't like it, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was that scary, but I thought it was a cool movie, some cool visuals, you know, shit like that. So.
Hey, Jared, you remember with the angry video game nerd? He's like, I'm your father, but I'm also a fucking scorpion. It's like, I am a clown. I am also a fucking spider.
So anyways, for my idea of this whole Child's Play doesn't need to be rebooted, no, it does, because let me tell you right now, this is one of the main thing that aggravates me for someone who loves horror. And Jared, I don't know if you know, my favorite genre in film is horror. I love horror.
It's up there for me too, bud.
It's my favorite genre. I love it. Now, as a guy who loves horror and give my standpoint, it frustrates me seeing these type of characters. Either once they start off, I'm like, okay, maybe 1, 2, third film, okay, but if it's gonna continue on to like 10 or 20 fucking movies, no more. It already continued on with Leatherface. It continued on with Michael Myers. Rob Zombie, we don't need to discuss those. Freddy Krueger, we don't need no more fucking movies. We don't need no more of those fucking movies. The last Leatherface film was complete garbage.
Okay, you know why it was garbage? 3 reasons. 1, they say it's supposed to be a prequel. It does not add up.
None of it adds up. Leatherface never even fucking talked.
He never talked. How he got that those marks on his face? That's a birth it's like a birthmark or some shit that he got.
Let me tell you, for those folks who saw Leatherface and saying, "Oh, but Mr. Garrison, this movie pointed out accurate facts, man." How about no? Doing me a favor, go watch the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre from the 70s. All your answers are explained right there of how Leatherface became who he is, why he's the way he is. Everything is explained in that movie.
And actually, I have the Blu-ray too.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
I wish I had a VHS though. But anyway, getting on again, just like what.
Wait.
Whoa, one more.
One?
No.
Oh.
Just like
Jared knows what's that.
This doesn't need to fucking happen. No more Chuckies. Now, as for Halloween, though, this particular film, I'm giving it a chance. Why? Because after seeing that trailer, you got your original character of Jamie Lee Curtis. She's back playing as Laurie Strode, but Laurie Strode looks more like a fucking badass, which it looks awesome. She was a
badass in H2O.
But still, and one thing that really stood out for this film, you got the original Michael Myers look that everyone knows and loves. Yeah, that's the Michael Myers look that everyone knows, not the fucking Rob Zombie bullshit.
Oh my God, the worst
you know
fucking
what?
remake ever.
This is everyone.
Oh, but Mr. Garrison, but the Rob Zombie films are fun, man. It's brand new, given what looks are of Michael Myers, man, of his childhood, man.
Gary,
Fuck you.
you sound like one of the lollipop guilds from Wizard of Oz if you
Come on,
suck a
get
lot of
yelled at.
helium from that balloon.
Okay, I'm gonna stop talking like a gimp because my folks are getting aggravated.
Well, quit being a boob.
All right, but again, credits to JD from NY206 for the gimp voice. That's all him. That's his gimmick. But still, dude, the whole idea for this is stupid. You don't need a Chucky reboot, remake, whatever it is. If I can say at least give the film some sort of defense for my part, leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
Well, and
I have
speaking of,
I have a date with a. I have a date with a 6-year-old boy.
So that's enough with the child's play on my part. Anyone else got something to say about it before I get to Quentin Tarantino and showcase my VHSs? 'Cause I've been talking for a while.
David Gordon Greer is a mixed bag. Sometimes he'll nail it out of the park, and then sometimes he'll just, oh my God, he will take a massive fucking dump. For example, The Sitter and Your Highness.
All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save the Tarantino topic for the next show.
I haven't seen it, but I heard Our Brand is Crisis with Sandra Bullock wasn't very good either.
I haven't seen it.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
But just for time's sake, since everyone else has got to go for their program, we got to end at a certain time. I'm going to save the Tarantino topic for episode 52. That'll be one of the first things I'll go over. But real quickly, I'll go over my VHSs that I purchased at the flea market recently.
Oh boy.
I got some good stuff here. Surprisingly, when I was over at the flea market, the guy over there, all his VHSs were 50 cents a piece. And he would give me 3 of them for $1.
Is one of your films Hotties with massive salamis?
Oh, hello. Whoa.
Oh, fuck. I really hope it is.
Yeah, that would have been something. But he gave me 7 VHSs for $2. That's a good bargain.
Chicks with massive dicks.
So, as for what films are picked up, let's start off with this one. The first film I got here is a film I never really saw. It stars Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, you Dennis Quad?
Dennis Quaid, David Toulis, and Sean Connery as Draco. That's a film known as Dragonheart.
Oh.
Oh no! Sean Connery plays the dragon.
I've
So
I've seen that. I can barely fucking remember it.
he passed on Jurassic Park to star in that fucking movie.
Oh, this is a bad movie, so I'm not gonna like it.
You might like it.
Hey, it's better than a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, we'll see. But as for the rest of the films I got good stuff. Next film I got is The Never-Ending Story.
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful movie, man.
A wrinkled nutsack. Take fucking notes.
Beautiful movie, dude. Just leave it at this. This is a touching film.
Although I will
Hey,
say,
Gary.
Is that Wrinkle in Time? Is that what you're talking about?
Gary called it wrinkle.
I want to
Hey,
say,
Wrinkle in Nutsack?
I find Neverending Story 3 to be unintentionally hilarious.
oh,
That's stupid.
Hey, Nick Coleman says, tell Blu-ray Billy to sit down.
Nope. I'm just gonna keep standing because I'm tired of sitting all the time.
Okay, now he's
Blu-ray Billy.
He's doing Tai Chi. You know, the only problem is
Blu-ray Billy. That's hilarious. Next up, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
the best thing.
Yes. I have it on Blu-ray. That's my favorite John Hughes movie.
Same here. That's also my favorite John Hughes movie.
Next up,
Oh, look at the dookie!
a puppy.
That's the real star of the show right here.
Oh,
Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
greatest action movie of all time.
Obviously a great pickup.
I only have the first movie on Blu-ray.
What'd you say, Poopy?
Poopy. I'm gonna say, if I brought my dog, I think it might outdo you in terms of cuteness.
Yeah? Pull it
Yeah.
up. Pull it up. Let's go.
Gary, I am extremely, extremely furious at every dollar store I go to because they have Blu-rays. They have Terminator movies, but here's the thing, though. They have Terminator 1, but every dollar store never has Terminator 2, yet they have 3 Salvation and Genesis.
Oh.
Wow. All right, next up, Cocktail.
Really?
I got Cocktail. Yeah, I think everybody knows how this film works, but even though Roger Ebert has one of his worst films of all time that he absolutely
No,
despises,
not of all time, but
for
of the
me
year.
though, I actually have fun with it. It's a fun movie to watch. Not gonna lie.
Oh shit! Flicks with dogs.
Oh boy! I told you I got a cute doggy.
Hold that thought.
Here's my last two.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
The Lost Boys.
And The Color Purple.
One of the greatest movies ever.
There you go. That's my topics.
There you go, Gizzy. I just want to show you off. Sorry. You can go lay down now.
You,
Yeah, you can.
go ahead. Go ahead, big boy. Your turn.
Is it my turn?
It's
Yep.
Tubby's turn.
Yay! Let's go.
Hey.
Oh my God.
I need a new beer. Hang on, I'll be right back.
A new beer. Oh my God. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over the weekend box office brought to you by TheNumbers.com. Why TheNumbers.com? Because fuck Box Office Mojo. Because TheNumbers.com gives you the most precise, accurate, and reliable numbers. Let's see what we have in store, shall we? All right. And we're going to go over the top 5. But honestly, there's any other ones that may or may not make a huge dent.
Your
Let's
own.
see here. Yes,
Your
sir.
own.
Hold on, let me see here. Aw, you get you doggy. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Hey, Gary. Hey, Gary. Hey, Gary.
What?
Okay, you were cutting out, or you were almost frozen. All right, here we go. Now, coming in ninth place is Unfriended Dark Web. It was released in a little over 1,500 theaters, and it made almost 3.5 million. Yeah. All right. Also, Skyscraper, or as I like to call it, Skycrapper, made 10.9 million, came in 7th place. It's still in 3,800 theaters, and its overall gross is 46 million, and the production budget is 125 million. This was a gigantic fucking flop. Now, here is the top 5. Coming in 5th place, The Incredibles 2, the Pixar sequel, with 11.5 million and 3,164 theaters. And
point, I want to say it's really annoying when people are making memes about it already when I haven't seen the movie yet. People still haven't seen the movie yet.
what about Elastigirl's butt?
Oh, well, not that, but like just pictures everywhere from other parts of the movie. It's like people still haven't seen the movie. Please.
I know. Skycrapper indeed. Overall gross, I think it's one of the biggest box office hits of the year. 557 million after 6 weeks. Coming in at number 4 is Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is the 3rd week it's been released with 16 million, a little over 16 million. It's still in 3,700 theaters, and its overall gross is almost 165. Wait, Incredibles 2 was bad? Oh, I beg to differ. 165 million. Coming in 3rd place is Hotel Transylvania 3. I still have to catch up on that. 23.15 million, and it's in 4,200 theaters.
And, that is the highest reviewed film in this trilogy, which actually kind of surprised me.
It's made 91 million. Coming in at number 2, Mamma Mia, here we go again.
That one surprised me. That one's actually getting some really good reviews.
Yeah, even though I know some people that thought it kind of sucked. 34.38 million. And coming in at number 1, The Equalizer 2, which I heard was very disappointing, even though the first movie was a lot of fun to watch. 35.8 million. So there you have the weekend box office. Now let's go over a couple of movie reviews, shall we? The first movie I like to go over is Skyscraper. Oh my God. This is the latest movie from the director of Central Intelligence.
And Dodgeball. Don't forget Dodgeball.
Dodgeball was funny, but Central Intelligence, I despise. despise that fucking
Also, We're the
movie.
Millers. He did We're the Millers as well.
That was not good either. Oh my god. So yeah, Skyscraper, or as I call it, Skycrapper. What do you get when you take Die Hard, The Towering Inferno, Ghost Protocol, and Enter the Dragon? You put them together and you take a massive shit all over it. You get Skycrapper.
And you know what? It's really, I find it really stupid that people are saying when the trailer first hit, people are saying this looks very similar to Die Hard, and I'm one of those people because this looks so much like Die Hard. And then after that, Dwayne Johnson just suddenly jump on, oh, it's an homage. It's an homage.
Homage, even though that the fucking poster is the exact same thing as the Die Hard poster.
He's starting to remind me of M. Night Shyamalan when promoting The Happening. When The Happening came out, people hated it, and Shyamalan's like, yeah, we were making a popcorn movie. That's what we were doing.
No, you weren't, M. Night Shyamalan. Even fucking Mark Wahlberg was calling out your bullshit.
Yeah.
So, where did Jared go?
I'm back.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, we're just going over Skyscraper, aka Skycrapper. So
Fucking
yeah.
Right. Thanks for seeing it so that I don't have to.
Oh my god. You have a 3,500 foot tall building, 225 stories, called The Pearl. And it stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who was formerly, Special Forces unit. Gee, we never heard that one before, right? Or he was part of Elite Force, and after a freak accident dealing with a suspect, he lost one of his legs. And now he has a prosthetic, one of those metal prosthetic legs.
So he's Lieutenant Dan?
Yeah, except Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is way more mobile. So Dwayne now is head of security, and he's now going to be in charge of the latest building, the Pearl, since he knows the ins and outs about this building, until some bad guys enter the fray and start to set the 96th floor on fire. How did they set it on fire? Well, him and a bunch of crew members grab this white substance, right? And they pour it all over this floor. And when water hits it, it causes it to spark and engulf in flames. Don't ask me how that works, okay? So it's up to Dwayne Johnson to come back and save the day and save his family from this massive towering inferno, right? This movie is fucking garbage. Holy shit! But, people are like, you just gotta turn your brain off. No, I'm not gonna lower my fucking standards, okay? First of all, there's no originality in this movie. None. Die Hard, Towering Inferno, Ghost Protocol, and Enter the Dragon called. They said we did it better, and they would like their substance back because you stole it from them. Okay? Second one, this movie is so fucking predictable and so cliche. I knew everything that was going to fucking happen. And when you take that, when you take the predictability and add it in, you automatically eliminate all the suspense, all the tension, all the the edge of your seat thrills. All that is just vanquished.
You know what? Yeah, and some people say like, basically all that movie, they think an action movie is all about explosions and how many stunts they could pull off.
Let me get to this, because speaking of explosions, okay, you can have dumb fun in a movie. Okay, look at Rampage.
No, better example. Look at Commando.
Commando is the greatest example. Okay, however, this movie is beyond fucking stupid because there are so many plot sequences and so many outcomes that make no fucking sense. I mean, no sense. Especially this, okay? There is no fucking way that a building that stands 3,500 feet tall, from the 96th floor to the 225th floor, it engulfs in fucking flames. It's like on fire constantly. That building would have been fucking demolished if it was on fire like that. There's no way that fucking building would be standing. Stupid. And also, the budget for this movie is $125 million. They should have spent a lot more on its production values because you can obviously tell some CG. Especially the green screen effects with Dwayne Johnson, doing the Ghost Protocol ripoff. The movie's got some of the useless law enforcement I think I've seen in a while. And the villains in this movie are bland as fuck. Yes, I second that. They're all bland. Hans Gruber called. He wants to tell you, where are my detonators? Okay? Hans Gruber, I'm sorry, Alan Rickman, that's one of the greatest fucking, that's one of the greatest fucking villain roles of all time, and it was his debut. The only good thing I can say about this movie is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but unfortunately, not even the great one, the Brahmable himself, can outbalance the negative over this steaming pile of fucking dung. 2.5 out of 10. Garbage.
Ooh, 2.5. Fuck.
Garbage. or D plus. And then I saw an even worse movie. Two movies are even worse than this. A Wrinkle ball sack. Thank you, Gary, for this. Basically, you take all the great things that was in a never-ending story and just add some pretentious, stupid, nonsensical, and dull fucking values to it, and you get A Wrinkle in Time.
Jerome, so speaking of which, you know what's been going on Twitter? Whenever people trash the shit out of Wrinkle in Time, guess what? Ava DuVernay, the director, guess what? She blocks everyone who trashes the movie.
Well, it's not my fault that you create a scene where one of the three, goddesses or whatnot transforms into I'm not kidding when I say this. She transforms into a giant flying, like piece of cabbage. And they're doing a flying sequence like from Avatar. A gigantic flying piece of cabbage flying like an avatar, like the Avatar scene. I'm not making this up. Wow, this movie is bad. The only good thing I can say about this movie is what's his name?
Zach Galifianakis.
No, I fucking hate him.
Is he bad in this too?
Oh god, he's obnoxious.
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine. He's the only good thing about it. That's it. 0.75 out of 5. Garbage. And now, and the visual effects are horrible. And now comes this movie. Book Club.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
This is where I'm going to take my headset off. Why? Because I don't want to hear it.
He doesn't want spoilers. He doesn't want spoilers for when he.
The reason why I've been avoiding all reviews for Book Club. Why? Because I've been wanting to experience this myself. Yeah. So, and I'm gonna go in blind. So, for my element surprise, I'm gonna take my headset off.
All right, we're listening to you, Tubbs.
How the fuck does this movie have a 50% rating? How is that possible? I don't get it. This movie is about these 4 old fucking hags who they get together because they're friends and whatnot, and their life is boring and everything, and all of a sudden they get a hold of this book. You might have heard of it. It's called 50 Gary. It's called 50 Shades of Grey, and all 4 of them read it, and they're all fascinated by it. They can't stop talking about sex all the time. Boy, you want to talk about a movie where they wasted so many great, so many great performers in one movie.
Even Andy Garcia's in it.
He's actually the best thing about the movie. He's like he's cool. He's sly, he's cool, he's witty, he's charming, he's collected. He's the type of guy that's like, you know what, I can see why he can get with most women, or get it, like you want to buy this guy a beer because he's like a cool dude. Everything else about this movie is fucking bad, okay? First of all, this movie is not funny. It's cringe. Second of all, it's dialogue, it's music, it's this hokey, hokey rom-com type music that it's manipulating to make you think this is a funny segment, but it's not. Oh, stupid slapstick. Like the way Diane Keaton, who's obnoxious as fuck in this movie, the way she meets Andy Garcia, because Andy Garcia is sleeping, he's in the mid seat of a 3-row, and Diane Keaton tries to get over him, but she slips and falls on his nuts.
Really?
Yeah. No, this is the type of fucking jokes we got in this movie.
And if I want to see Diane Keaton be a quirky, especially at her age, I watch Something's Gotta Give with Jack Nicholson.
Oh, speaking of quirky, she is such a pain in the ass. Jane Fonda is this, oh my god, I'm like this hot, voluptuous, just egotistical bitch who can't stop thinking about sex nonstop.
Well,
and then,
to be fair, Jane Fonda still looks fine as hell for her age.
Yeah, but she's a bitch in real life. Okay, and then you get this one character where her husband just will not have sex with his wife. And she's actually, who's this actress? She's the love interest in Back to the Future 3. I forgot what her name was.
Mary Steenburgen?
Yeah. I was like, dude, she's still looking pretty cute for her age. And her husband's like, no. And there's some sequences of she's dressing up in some really, sexy sexually laundry, dresses and all that kind of shit. Even to the point where she screams out outside, I just want to have sex with you. And people are walking their dog and they stop and they look, for like comedic relief. I'm just like, that's not funny. That's just fucking awkward. And what's wrong with this dude? You don't belong in a relationship. This chick is begging for you to bang her. What the fuck? Fuck this movie, man. God damn, this movie is garbage. 0.5 out of 5. This movie can fucking burn in a dumpster fire.
And your comparison to that movie with Hope Springs. I'm surprised you actually really enjoyed Hope Springs.
Hope Springs, here's the thing with Hope Springs, because Lisa, that movie, it's charming, it's relatable, it's so funny, it's cute for what it is, and how it resolves, it's just like, you know what? It just leaves with a good smile on your face. And Steve Carell, who plays a serious role in this movie, he's terrific in this movie. And Tommy Lee Jones, you never see him in a role like this. Go see Hope Springs instead. Don't see this fucking garbage.
How does it compare to 50 Shades of Grey? Those movies.
Oh my god.
Better or worse?
No, 50 Shades Free, better example.
Oh, well, okay. Well, fuck. I don't even know what to say.
It's worse?
I don't know. It's not worse than 50 Shades Dumber or 50 Shades Fucked, but I think it's worse than the first 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll go that far. They even go as far as to praising the fucking book, especially Christian Grey's character. I'm just like, no! Are these fucking bitches naive? And you get the other character who's like this judge, and she's uptight, and it's corny, stupid hijinks that goes nowhere.
That sounds like a current Gary Marshall film.
You know what? It kind of is. Oh my god, it feels like a Gary Marshall film.
That's not Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta go walk my dog. I'll be back in like fucking 15 minutes. Okay, sorry. I'll be right back.
No worries.
I was asking her to just chill out, but she's not.
Oh yeah, and I forgot. Diane Keaton's kids in the movie are fucking obnoxious. They treat her like she's like this old person who has like she can't control, this old person, and they go by all the old stereotypes. Oh, it's fucking garbage. And then I saw a terrific movie. and about fucking time. I saw The Incredibles 2.
I still need to see it.
Now, I will say this. The only flaw I have with the movie is the villain.
I heard about that.
Because the villain in this movie, you can like, when the twist happens, it isn't by surprise. Okay? Unlike in the first movie, it is by surprise because you're just like, oh, wow, it actually makes sense. And we're at route, you know.
I am your biggest fan.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, but in this movie,
What movie is this?
Incredibles 2.
Oh.
But the villain is somewhat predictable. It's predictable with the twist, and it's not as strong as it was in the first movie. Having said that, this is an outstanding sequel. First of all the characters you love from The Incredibles are back and better than ever. This movie is absolutely fucking hilarious.
I heard for the first time ever in an animated Pixar movie, there's like 1 or 2 uses of the word damn.
I think so, yeah. And there's a couple of dark moments, especially what happens to I wouldn't say the antagonist, but the people who get a hold of him and what happened to their backstory. I was like, oh shit, you know? And it's oh my god. There's a sequence. Okay, now there's a lot that focuses on the baby because the baby is like arguably the most powerful one of the Incredibles family.
Yeah, Jack.
Jack. There is a sequence with him and a raccoon. And because he was watching something on the television and then he sees the raccoon, that's all I'm going to say. I was fucking dying. And there's a sequence that involves a daughter and a boy that she likes, and they go to a restaurant. I was in fucking tears laughing. This movie is so funny.
Sorry, sweetheart, it's not Pretty in Pink.
Be quiet. Oh my god, it's so funny. It's so hysterical. And like with the first movie, you just like to see them grow up. You like to see how they manage things within the family, you know. And of course, you know, you get these things like, man, the mother is thick and hot, you know, because you know the nice booty and whatnot. And I will say I want to say it's noticeable. You'll catch an eye on it here and there, but it won't distract you. I will say that. Love this movie. And and by the way, the movie picks up exactly where the first one left off, which is perfect. So overall, this movie is incredible. No pun intended. 9 out of 10. Love it.
I want to say this about Brad Bird on Twitter. There's this woman who sounds like an overprotective Christian woman. He was asking Brad Bird on Twitter, like, why'd you add like uses of the word damn in a kids movie? And in a kids movie, and Brad Bird responds, this isn't exactly a kids movie, okay? Even though it's PG.
Yeah.
PG doesn't strictly mean kids.
Dude, fucking Jaws was PG. He and the shark eats people. Oh, look at Temple of Doom. Someone gets their heart fucking ripped out.
And this is what I actually said to her. I said to this woman, I said, how many of Brad Bird's films have you seen? Iron Giant had language too. And she responded by saying, oh, he did? Well, I didn't like Iron Giant either.
Well, she can go fuck it. She can go fucking Iron Pole, okay?
She's starting to remind me of that one woman who interviewed Quentin Tarantino for Kill Bill.
Oh my god, and Quentin Tarantino just owned that fucking first-class Titanic lookalike bitch.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, what did you think of the short film before the movie started? Very interesting. It's really unique. I will say that the short film, I'm not going to give it away what it was or anything. Just it has to be seen to believe. What the fuck, Gary? What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
You're full of shit. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Love Incredibles 2. Okay, I'm taking like 387 pictures of that. Thank you very much. So I'll just say it was quite interesting. It was something else. I will say that.
But you still the first Incredibles?
Yes, I will say that, but that doesn't take nothing away from this one. Oh, and I did see Deadpool 2.
That's a movie I'll be joining you on.
Okay.
Okay. I want to see. And that's my only movie review today.
Because Deadpool 2 is beginning a lot of interesting feedback. Some say love it, some say, they think it's okay, and some don't like it very much.
I believe is on par with the first Deadpool, which, by the way, I have on Blu-ray.
I fucking love Deadpool 2. It is fucking great.
I want to get this out of the way because I want to get this criticism out of the way that people saying that the kid is annoying. I disagree because the way that kid was written, he was supposed to be written as this emo kid with power.
Yeah,
he thinks he's tough, but then later karma bites him in the ass. Like, this is perfect. What do you mean he's annoying?
I will not lie.
Gary, headset.
Well, I will not lie. The character, the evil kid, he was one of the reasons. He was like one of my only flaws with the movie because it was hard for me to actually take serious and take interest into his particular character.
That's the joke, though. That's the joke of his character.
But he's not. He wasn't He wasn't. At times, he wasn't enjoyable to watch.
I could not really get interest in his character.
No, I understood where they were going with this character because I think this is what they should have done with Lee Pace in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. The villain, the first Guardians of the Galaxy. They should have done it like this, where he's saying some really emo shit. He's saying like he's a bad guy, but then later karma bites him in the ass. And especially in that prison fight scene where he thinks he's about to take down those guys because he's so super emo and shit, but then nope, karma bites him. That's what I love about him.
It's hard for me to take serious at times that character.
The other thing, the only other problem is there are some CG that's kind of obvious.
That was another one of my issues, and plus, for me personally, there was at times with the film that I couldn't really get interest with. The humor was there, the lovable character. He was the only one of the main elements of the film that really made me give the film a possible rating. I gave it a 3.
Oh wow, I give it way higher than that.
I mean, the film itself was good. I just wasn't crazy about it like everyone else was.
Now,
let's talk about Josh Brolin is terrific as Domino.
He is the fucking two things. One, I think Josh Brolin as Cable. First of all, some people say he's barely in the movie. Bull fucking shit. When he shows up,
exactly,
like he's in throughout most of the whole fucking movie.
Did you want to take more screen time than Deadpool?
He's like the second main character of the fucking movie. I don't know what people were talking about. And secondly, he's the highlight of the movie.
Exactly. And you understand his backstory where I can't say anything about his character, but you learn from his backstory and it's like, oh, that's where he's coming from. And you relate to him more, and he's actually a pretty funny guy too.
Oh, dude, he said some funny shit.
He's had me laughing. He had me laughing at some moments.
Oh, speaking of laughing, Deadpool had me fucking cracking up. Oh,
well, Deadpool is obviously the main aspect of the film,
especially the tribute to Say Anything. That
was my favorite scene in the whole film. Man.
Oh my god! No, my favorite scene in the movie, aside from what I believe is the greatest. After the greatest post-credit sequence I think I've ever seen to a movie.
I love that. I really love that end credit sequence.
Now, okay, if you haven't seen the movie, okay, it's when they come up with
you should say spoiler alert.
Okay, spoiler alert, folks. Okay, spoiler alert.
Let me just explain it within this line that was in the movie. Don't mind me, just cleaning up the timeline.
Well, no, it's not that. It's directed by one of the guys who killed the dog in John Wick. The fucking intro was a James Bond like parody.
Yes,
okay,
that was great. That was
okay. It's with X-Force and what happens to them.
Oh, and one.
I was okay. Some people didn't like. It was controversial. I was in fucking tears laughing.
I love the X-Force.
Especially the wood chipper scene.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil? There you go.
No, I think the Coen brothers would approve of that scene.
And I don't know if you caught this. I caught it. Brad Pitt was
The invisible guy.
the invisible guy, and how Brad Pitt became part of the movie is something you have to read in itself because the story is fucking hilarious.
It's one of the. I will say this. This is one of the best celebrity cameos in a comedy since Bill Murray in Zombieland.
Yeah, I agree. It's so fucking funny and so much fun, and oh my god, the action is terrific. And another spoiler alert: there was a villain in this movie I was not expecting.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna rip you in half now. Oh my god. And so yeah, A minus. I love this. This is a terrific sequel.
I give this movie a round of applause here.
Yeah. People who like, oh, I didn't like. I'm sorry, I don't understand. This movie had me in fucking stitches.
Jared, where are you?
I think he said he's walking his dog.
I believe this is up there with the first Deadpool. I don't know which one's better, but I'd say they're both equally great.
Juggernaut was. Oh yeah. By the way, the villain is Juggernaut. By the way, I did this for like a spoiler alert. Okay, so yeah,
He looks like Gollum from Castlevania Judgment. You know, when Castlevania tried to be Tekken or Street Fighter but failed.
yeah. Oh, and by the way, we going over a movie that you hated, Jared.
Oh, what's up? What are we doing?
But Brett and I loved it.
Which movie?
Deadpool 2.
Oh,
I fucking love it. I love it. A minus.
Take the
A
shit.
minus.
I give it the Chris Fuckman seal of approval. A minus.
I might give it like a 50.
Oh,
If I'm like feeling fucking generous.
a 50.
Didn't your mother tell you not to talk with your mouth full?
That's what I would give to Hereditary if I was being generous.
Imagine if Deadpool 2 had good action though, then it would, it might
Good
really...
action? The fucking scene, the fucking
It's all CGI, dude. There's no fucking actual like stunts in that movie pretty much at all.
Not even that the scene where dubstep is for pussies. That scene?
Yeah, no
No.
shit. Oh, the movie even pokes fun at itself for that as well.
I know, but that's no excuse.
This is a crossover I want to see happen. It most likely won't, but I would really, really love a crossover with Deadpool and the Mask, played by Jim Carrey.
That would be pretty interesting.
I think that would be
Go-
the greatest crossover ever.
Go with the Mask from the comics, because the Mask, not from the movie, because the movie's comical. The Mask from the comics is a psychopath.
He's more violent than Deadpool.
He's more violent than Joker.
Can he still be played by Jim Carrey?
Sure. Jim Carrey makes a good psycho, I think. He can make it work.
Minus the number 23.
Yeah, but a funny psycho.
Okay.
Funny psycho.
I want to go over this because after seeing this list, it just proves how much Watch Mumble Jumble can really be just a massive pain in the ass.
Just the worst channel on YouTube.
I want to say the worst channel. I'm just thinking to myself, fucking really? It's their 10 best movies of 2018 so far.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, now, oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Now, here is what they have so far. Number 10 is Incredibles 2. I thought Incredibles was excellent, given an 9 out of 10. That was their number 10. Their number 9, First Reformed. Never even heard of it.
I didn't even fucking
heard-
watch that. I didn't. What is? Oh, okay.
It's directed by the writer of Taxi Driver and Raging Bull, and it stars Ethan Hawke.
Okay.
I did hear
Also
about this.
Affliction. Also, Affliction. He directed Affliction.
Okay, number 8. Are you fucking kidding me? This is one of the most overrated films of the year.
Is it Annihilation?
We'll get to that. Number 8, Paddington 2.
Paddington 2, really?
Someone's playing blackjack.
I dodged that. Gary, maybe.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't get the praise for that. Number 7, I have not seen. It's nowhere in my area. I could not find it. First and Reform is an asshole 24/7 movie. Wonderful. Number 7, Won't You Be My Neighbor? I want to see this. I cannot find it.
Yeah,
It's not really on my radar.
Oh, I gotta see this movie.
I'm not a documentary person.
Thank you, C.A. Cougar. This movie is so fucking overrated. Okay, number 6. Fuck, man. The most overrated fucking movie of the year.
It's Annihilation.
Annihilation. I hate this movie. I hate it so fucking much. Oh. Bland characters. They look like they couldn't act the way out of a plastic bag. The fucking... There's one character who's beyond stupid and obnoxious.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Let me guess. You try to split and you didn't... Or the blackjack. So, okay. Number 5. Number 5 should be higher. Number 5 is Avengers Infinity War.
Oh, wow.
That should be higher. Way higher.
For me, yeah.
Number 4. I'm glad it's in the top 5.
Come on.
A Quiet Place. The best horror film I've seen in the past 5 years.
I'm the only guy who's got it in their back top 10.
Do you have their honorable mentions, Jerome?
Yes. Okay, now as for the rest, I love it when an ad shows up and you have to fucking wait. Okay, here we go.
Good. Bust.
Okay, come on now. Skip ahead. Okay, here we go. Number 3, You Were Never Really There, the Joaquin Phoenix movie.
I'm never there at all.
That's the most disappointing movie and the most overrated movie of the year.
It's not even on my radar. I don't really care. Number 2, Black Panther.
All right. I would not put that above Infinity War at all.
No, Infinity War is like near the top of my list.
Infinity War is like twice as good as Black Panther.
Number 1 right now is my most overrated film of the year.
Oh, hold on. We'll get to that. Okay, now for their
mentions.
Honorable mentions. Isle of Dogs.
Haven't seen it yet.
Still need to see it.
Next one. This was one of my biggest surprise films of the year. Game Night.
I might have to give Isle of Dogs a rewatch because I'm starting to believe I was a little too harsh on it.
Isle of Dogs is pretty good. The only thing
I gave it a 2 out of 5.
Isle of Dogs was playing on the cruise ship I was on, but I ignored it. I ignored it because I want to watch the movie myself, by myself instead of sitting around a crowd of a bunch of like a million people.
I would have loved Isle of Dogs if it wasn't for Greta Gerwig and her fucking hipster queen bitch ass. God, I fucking hate Greta Gerwig. I hate her guts. Oh, she drives me up the fucking wall. I can't stand hipsters. The Rider.
The what?
The Rider.
The Rider. I never.
21. Oh.
If you're talking
okay.
If you're talking about the Roman Polanski Ghost Rider with Ewan McGregor.
No, it's not that one. Now, okay, first of all, the number 1. First of all, Ready Player One wasn't even mentioned.
Really?
Fuck you! Go fuck yourself. It wasn't even in their honorable mentions.
Hopefully at the end of the year it will be.
Number 1. Hereditary. Give me a fucking break.
I still need to see it.
This movie fucking sucks. Lucas and I did an in-depth, full walkthrough of the entire movie of why this movie is a piece of shit. assholes 24/7. Bravo! Like you did with the witch, and no, excuse me, the pretentious bitch, and like you did with Nothing Comes at Night.
The witch fucking rules. Sorry, Tubbs. Witch is a great movie.
Love it. Yes, love it. Thank you.
Love it. One of my favorite horror movies like ever, man.
Yes, one of my.
The scene where the
amazing.
goat kills the dad, he falls
Such a
over
good
the
scene.
logs, and
Such
the
a good
logs.
scene.
I was laughing. I thought that was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I love that movie.
And then you have Hereditary, where Toni Collette was making these fucking facial reactions, like she looked like she just took a massive lava dump that filled up her fucking toilet. And there's maybe one scene that was kind of creepy. This movie is not scary. This movie was not, threatening. And this was nothing but a big buildup to one of the worst endings I have ever fucking seen in a movie. I was like, I wasted 2 hours and 10 minutes for this. Fuck you. Fuck you, A24. I hate this goddamn company. I hate how they come off towards people who are like, oh, enjoy your fucking reboots and remakes and superhero films and all those other pieces of shit. The true film fans will love this shit. No joke, that's exactly what they did. If you don't believe me, go look at their Twitter. And the apple doesn't fall far from the tree with their goddamn fan base. Yeah, so fuck this company. God, I hate them.
On Angry Joe's review of Hereditary. My God.
Oh yeah, read the comment section on them. They're just filled to the brim. I call them A24 fucknuts. That's what I call them. I fucking hate them. I almost hate them as bad
Guys,
as...
I don't know. Fuck. Under the Skin. That was a pretty fucking good movie.
Oh, I hate that movie. I told you. I only liked maybe... Okay, let me think. Locke, The Spectacular Now, The Rover, Ex Machina, Free Fire, and The Disaster Artist. You know why I like those
You're
films?
naming a lot of movies there.
That's 6 films out of how many, though?
Well, it's better than a lot of studios, man. Fuck. That's still...
Because they don't come off. They don't come off as if A24 made them.
Okay, what about Good Time? Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Hated Killing of Sacred Deer.
I fucking love that movie, dude. You just don't like weird movies. That's okay.
I can't. Okay,
Jared,
I'm a guy, but I'm a type of guy, and you're gonna say this. I go by fucking face value. I don't go by metaphors or deep meaning bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't.
All right.
doesn't like weird movies. Hey, Jared, you want? I can go down a list of what weird movies that Jerome actually likes. Requiem for a Dream. Don't you like that, Jerome?
But that makes sense though.
You know what's a fucking weird movie that not a lot of people have seen? Starry Eyes. Do you guys know that movie?
Never heard of it.
I should fucking find out who directed that. That is a crazy horror movie if you guys like weird ass horror movies.
Oh, okay, Nick Canino. I was just looking back at the chat. All right, good to see you again, buddy. But yeah, that was their garbage list. Let's get on to something more intriguing. Let's go over James Gunn.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
All right. Now,
I guess we got to do this, eh?
in case if you don't know what's going on, James, what are you doing, Gary?
Nothing.
Paying attention.
Nothing.
James Gunn, guy who has been involved in some great films such as the remake of Dawn of the Dead. He was the writer. Slither, a great B horror movie. Super, one of the most underrated films. The first Guardians of the Galaxy, one of the best MCU films out there. He was one of the story creators. I think he created the character Lollipop Chainsaw. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He was part of that, yeah.
He was involved with the character design, which is a cool character. So he's a creative mind and everything. And then the shocking news came about where he was fired over some offensive tweets that he has made long ago in the past. Now, you're probably thinking, what kind of tweets were these?
They're pretty
Okay.
bad.
Oh, bad is an understatement.
Oh yeah.
Okay, these were the type of jokes that he made. Jokes involving pedophilia, rape, AIDS, the Holocaust, and the 9/11 attack.
Who does he think he is? Gilbert Gottfried?
Okay,
I want to
Yeah.
talk about a cocksucker I fucking can't stand over Owen Wilson's Gilbert Gottfried.
now, anyways, when I heard about this not only pissed me off, it broke my heart. Because I love James Gunn. I love his work. But what the fuck were you thinking? And some people are going to be like, oh, it's Disney, you know, they're trying to keep us... Like, well, Disney, they did produce some hard R-rated films. Did you see Deadpool 2? Okay? So they're not afraid of going towards the R rating. It's the shit that he said that makes me think, what the fuck, dude? And this is coming from a guy who got his start in trauma. He did. Lloyd Kaufman taught him almost everything he knew. Now, some people still like, oh, you know what? It's just a joke. I'm like, no, this is some jokes you just don't fucking make.
You know, if you want to learn how to make jokes like that, learn from the masters, Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Yes, because there are a satire which they poke fun at the everyday lives. There's a difference. Okay? I'll give you another one. Mel Brooks.
Yes. Yes.
So it makes okay. So here's the question I like to ask everybody. Some people are like, I thought, you know, him getting fired is bullshit. If you were head of Disney and you had an employee make some just offensive, just vulgar, just sadistic, terrible jokes involving Holocaust, pedophilia, rape, little boys, AIDS, and 9/11, how would you deal with the circumstance?
Even if you work fucking Disney, dude, if you work at McDonald's and somebody, your manager
Exactly.
he's gonna get fired, man. You're gonna get fucking fired.
It's like that. No, I can't believe I'm making this comparison, but it's true. Like, there's this one substitute teacher who got fired because they realized what her past was, and she was revealed as a porn star named Tiffany Six, who's done some hardcore shit. I should know. She even did a movie. It's titled Big Sausage Pizza.
Classic.
You know,
I'm
Famous
not-
classic.
I'm not making this up, folks. I
Big
wish
sausage
I could.
pizza.
I wish I had the creative mind to make this shit up, because I'd be writing scripts right now for fucking, I don't know, Brazzers or Vivid. Okay? But now, here's the question. Now, Gunn is out of the third film. He's done. Who will take over?
I know.
M. Night Shyamalan.
You get the fuck
No, because if there's anyone to replace James, anyone to fill in James Gunn's shoes, there was
Edgar
no
Wright.
one else I can think of. Some people say Taika Waititi, well, maybe, but he already did a Marvel movie. I'm thinking of Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
I love
Okay.
that. I love that pick.
Okay,
But wait,
okay.
they're doing this. They're writing the Spider-Man movie.
Well, Phil Lord is writing the Spider-Man movie, but that's
A lot
Phil
A
Lord
lot of
is
people
writing-
did say Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
Well, he was involved in Ant-Man.
Well,
Started
was,
it, right?
but then that bullshit happened, and you know the boycott and what. And Gary's playing fucking poker. Wonderful. Oh, not poker, blackjack.
But seriously though, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, those are the first people to come to mind when replacing James Gunn. Because Guardians of the Galaxy, and not to mention they worked with Chris Pratt in the past before, so it's gonna make
Yep.
sense to have them work on Guardians 3.
What do you guys actually think of Edgar Wright, though? That's a name that keeps coming up.
Oh, I think Edgar Wright's awesome.
Baby Driver was good as fuck. Scott Pilgrim. It's just hard to say, like, with this huge a budget superhero movie. I don't know. Scott Pilgrim is like the closest example, I guess.
And not to get and I'm gonna get a little about James Gunn, a little personal here, and I hate to bring politics up. I really don't want to bring politics up, but James Gunn on Twitter can be an asshole. Now I don't know about him in real life, but even he says that, oh, I'm a changed person now. I'm a changed. Not really. He still kind of put out some offensive shit. Like I really hate to get political here, but he states that, oh, if anyone supports Donald Trump, you can go fuck yourself.
It's almost 8 o'clock.
Okay.
He puts that shit, and it kind of. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get political here, but I just got to bring that up.
Understood. I know I do. It's just fucking ridiculous. You know what? I want to talk about. Okay, yeah. So that was that. Oh, okay. 2 more topics. Make them real quick. Fucking Tom Six.
Yeah.
Tom Six. Who greenlights your fucking shit? Because you are a deplorable, despicable piece of shit, vile human being. No, human beings wouldn't even dare to do something this fucking bad. Tom Six's latest film, The Anania Club, and his depiction of what the film is going to be, he describes it. Let me see here. What did he say word for word? Oh, fuck. I'm trying to... I cannot find it, but let's just go over what... Okay. Here, this is what he describes it as. A vile, inhumane experience. Who the fuck wants to see that?
You know what? I really hate to live in a world where Tom Six's bullshit gets greenlit, yet Peter Jackson's Halo movie gets shelved.
Not only that, oh shit, I was about to say. Well, Guillermo del Toro, he was gonna work with I think Hideo Kojima on Silent Hill. And they closed that.
Ugh.
Stupid. So, Tom Six. What does this movie show? I am not kidding you when I say this. Hold on to your fucking seats, folks. Six is once again trying to push buttons, this time by showing a group of elite women masturbating to 9/11 footage.
You know, I really hate this, Jerome. You're probably going to disagree with me here, but Tom Six is starting to make Lars von Trier look modest.
How am I supposed to fucking follow that? Tom Six, seriously, if you see a dumpster fire, fucking jump in it. No, better yet, I said this more than once. Lay in the middle of a highway and let a fucking semi-truck hit you.
You know what? That's starting to make Charlie Sheen's 9/11 movie seem legit.
That's a weird thing that exists.
No, it did exist back last
Yeah.
Well, that is true, Owen. At least we got District 9 out of the Peter Jackson's Halo project. And District 9 is like one of my favorite sci-fi films of all time.
Pretty good.
Fucking A. I saw it, like, that was like one of the earliest screenings. I saw it like 2 weeks in advance, and I was just blown away. I couldn't believe what I saw. The last one, Scarlett Johansson. In case you don't know about Scarlett Johansson, she was signed up to play a transgender role.
Oh, okay. All right.
However, that backfired really fast. Why?
Too hot.
A bunch of out of touch SJWs pulling shit like that. Even though they probably seem to have forgotten that a certain woman was nominated for a similar role like that, and her name was Felicity Huffman.
Felicity Huffman. Fucking Lucas, he's like, oh yeah, I love ScarJo. She makes me hard. ScarJo withdraws from the transgender role after the massive backlash. I want her so badly, sucks being lonely. After the massive backlash, and here's what she had to say. While I would have loved the opportunity to bring Dante's story and translation to life, I can understand why many feel he should be portrayed by a transgender person. So,
Like who? Like who? Who are you gonna get? Oh, that guy from the Crying Game, but he retired.
and the movie is actually called Rub and Tug. Hell of a title. It's the story of Dante Gill, aka Tex, who ran a string of massage parlors in the 1970s and 80s that became fonts for prostitution dens. I wanted to see what she's going to do with this, but unfortunately, due to the backlash, it was all it.
Yeah, a bunch of out of touch, SJWs pulling shit like that.
Yep.
I hate to live in this stupid world like that.
How do you explain Jared Leto and the Dallas Buyers Club?
Yeah, and again, Felicity Huffman, Transamerica.
Mm-hmm. And Jared Leto won the Academy Award for that role.
Exactly. You know what? I'm going to say, I think Felicity Huffman should have won that instead of Reese Witherspoon and Walk the Line.
Ooh, I don't know about that, but yeah, those are pretty much everything. As for the other topics, I'm gonna let Brett Greer handle the rest.
All right.
So
I already went over one of them. That's Deadpool 2.
Sorry, Jerry.
Terrible movie. Worst movie.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! So I'm gonna go over some Blu-rays here, and boy, do I got some Blu-rays to show. All right, I got a couple of Disney movies here. First one is The Great Mouse Detective. I got The Great Mouse Detective, which is a really good Disney movie, mostly due to Vincent Price. He was awesome in this movie. And the detective here, he has so much charisma, and he is very witty. I love him so much in this movie. And that fight scene on the clock tower, that was brilliant. That was like the age of, when we see, Radigan like in Rage, we see some like early CG technology when he's running up the clock tower.
Yeah.
And that was really good.
I haven't seen the Mouse Detective in a while. It's a pretty good movie from what I remember.
And even the original Sherlock Holmes, Basil Rathbone makes a cameo.
If memory speaks, that's what the film was paying tribute to, was like a Sherlock Holmes, yeah?
Yeah. And I think this is a much better Sherlock Holmes movie than the Robert Downey Jr. movies.
Okay.
All right, next Disney movie I have here is, Jerome, is your mic on mute?
I accidentally hit it. First Sherlock Holmes films, I'm not sure. Second one, yeah, it's way fucking better than that one.
All right, next Disney movie I have here is a classic, one of my childhood favorites in terms of Disney animation, and that is Peter Pan.
Oh, nice. Sorry, Steven Spielberg Hook.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was actually somewhat interesting. I ain't gonna lie on that.
Julia Roberts as Tinkerbell. Man, I want her to shed some fairy dust.
You know what?
Not gonna lie. I'm one of those people who thought Hook was not bad of a film.
Speaking of which, in terms of behind the scenes of the Peter Pan movie, sorry, Andy Serkis, you weren't the first person to do that, because there was motion capture even back then.
Have you seen the 2003 live adaptation of Peter Pan? It's actually somewhat interesting.
I did not.
No. Oh, for a minute, I thought you were talking about the Pan movie with Hugh Jackman. Holy.
No. I'm talking about the 2003 adaptation.
Oh, okay.
I didn't care about that one. I didn't care about that one either.
I thought it was actually pretty good.
I thought Peter Pan in that movie came off as like a man-child.
Well, he kind of is.
He is a man-child.
Well, yeah, that's the point of Peter.
Yeah, but compared to him here, he's actually more responsible. He's actually
okay. So he doesn't come off like one of the characters from Step Brothers.
I thought that Peter Pan role was interesting. Gave a different perspective.
But of course, what steals Peter Pan in this movie is Captain Hook. I think he's in my top 5 favorite.
Oh,
Disney
dude,
films.
Captain Hook's the fucking boss, dude.
Oh yeah, and the way how some good exposition was filled on Captain Hook. Peter Pan's a fucking psycho. I mean, he sliced his hand off and fed it to a crocodile.
You know what? Batman should handle the job against Killer Croc.
Well, yeah, Peter Pan classic. Love it so much. All right, next
That
year
sounds shopping.
is a pretty underrated movie from 2015. Even though, while I will say, I do not think she deserved the Best Actress nomination, because there was someone else that year who should have been nominated in 2015. But nevertheless, I still find this underrated. That is David O. Russell's Joy.
Oscar bait up the butt.
Like I said, I don't think Jennifer.
Oh
Lawrence is
shit!
perfect.
Hey
Oh.
Brett, what's the name of the title?
Joy.
Boy.
Hey Gary, does this particular woman give you joy? Hold on, Jared. Go ahead, Brett, as you were.
I find this movie. Like I said, I don't think Jennifer Lawrence deserved the Best Actress nomination because there was someone else that year, Charlize Theron.
Oh yeah, for
Mad Max Fury
Mad
Road.
Max Fury Road.
So obvious that's going to go to her.
But Joy is a really underrated film. Jennifer Lawrence is actually great in that role, and I will say this: there was one flaw I have with it, and it's kind of a big one.
Keep it together, Gare Bear.
There you go,
Brett's
Jared.
going to get through this. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that was all the supporting characters minus Bradley Cooper were pretty underdeveloped.
Ugh.
And they're not as memorable as the lead of this movie.
Did David O. Russell get in a fight with a cast member?
Jennifer Lawrence says that those rumors are not true because they got along really well while making this movie.
Surprisingly, that's like one of the main, like, rare people.
Exactly. I don't know. Ever since working on Silver Linings Playbook, he always has a blast working with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. This is my favorite Jennifer Lawrence performance in a movie. I think I can't think of something I liked more than this. I totally agree with you, Brady. I really liked this movie. I find it super underrated.
I was going to say Silver Linings Playbook's mine.
No. We're talking Joy.
Yeah, but are you saying Joy is the best performance?
Haven't seen Silver Linings Playbook, so that one might be better. But
her worst performance is Mother.
No, it's House at the End of the Street. House at the End of the Street. That one was fucking.
Oh, that's their second worst. Oh, God.
Yeah, the part that I fucking loved and Joy though actually like identify with that part is when she's live on the TV show, and then they have all like the lights in her face, and she totally is just like silent. You know, it's kind of how I felt when I started on YouTube. I was like, "Fuck, I'm scared."
Hey, Jared, read the text message I just sent you on Facebook.
Okay. All right.
No, trust me, you're gonna get a laugh out of it.
Joy is an incredibly underrated David O. Russell movie, and I really excited to see what David O. Russell does next. He was supposed to do a TV show with Robert De Niro, but unfortunately, it was done by Harvey Weinstein. Now that TV show's gone, like it's just gone. So anyway.
What did you tell him?
All right, I'm in on the joke now. Thank you.
All right. All right. Next Blu-ray I have here is this was a bit disappointing, but I'm glad I picked it up. That this is a double feature, so they don't have the third movie on here, which is unfortunate because the third movie is the best out of the trilogy. But I had to pick it up anyway, and that is The Man with No Name double feature.
Ooh, nice. Which ones did they come with? Like High Plains Drifter and A Few Dollars More, or
Fistful of Dollars?
Fistful of Dollars. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't have Good, the Bad, the Ugly, unfortunately, which is the best one of the trilogy.
Oh, easily.
But still, these are terrific westerns. These movies brought, other than Dirty Harry, these movies brought Clint Eastwood on the map.
Yep.
Rose into fame. Well, Rawhide, the TV series, brought him as well.
And then came in the 70s where he made a movie before Fatal Attraction. It was called Play Misty for Me, and it is amazing.
His directorial debut, yeah.
Amazing movie.
But these movies are terrific westerns, and I don't know if I brought this up, but Sergio Leone is the greatest western filmmaker ever.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against that.
Right. These movies are terrific westerns. They leave a landmark in the western genre, especially the third one, which I will get soon. But this is a good pickup nonetheless.
Who did Once Upon a Time in the West?
Sergio.
That's what I thought. I was making sure. Yeah, no, you're right. That's like saying that the Russo brothers are the best comic book filmmakers working today. It's like there's no comparison.
Christopher Nolan, even though Christopher Nolan, he's the best one.
Well, he did the Dark Knight trilogy, but yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, these are great westerns. Love them so much, especially if you're a clean switch. All right, next.
Carrie, be quiet.
Next one I have here is I got this nice black looking case because it's from a Comic-Con. Yeah, I found it at a dollar store. And this Blu-ray I picked up here is this comes with a franchise. It has 2 sequels and 1 remake, but I only need the first movie, and that is the original RoboCop.
You definitely don't need the reboot.
Well, okay. Oh, the reboot. Well, what was his name? Neil Blomkamp. He's going to be doing a direct sequel to the original RoboCop, and it's going to be rated R.
That might be dumb.
It better be better than Chappie.
Oh, fucking Chappie.
Oh.
Wait. What version is that? Is that the director's cut, or the extended version?
Doesn't say. All it says is RoboCop.
Okay.
This is the Yes, this is the unrated director's cut.
That's the better version. Like, you know the scene where Ed 209 malfunctions and he shoots the fuck out of that one guy? Dude, it's extended where he gets on that city scale and he's just blasting the fuck out of him. I was like, damn. Especially the scene where they kill RoboCop. Oh, where they kill Alex Murphy.
Yeah.
Paul Verhoeven, his inspiration was Jesus, actually, where and you're probably thinking, really? Just hear me out. Like the way Jesus, how Jesus actually dies was horrifying, same with this. And he resurrects, and RoboCop's actually, walking on that puddle. He looks like he's walking on water.
Yeah.
See the connection there? I was like, wow, Paul Verhoeven, you got me.
Must be a very
Gary, would you be quiet?
I feel like if they just made a straight up Robot Jesus movie, that might be fucking awesome. Jesus.
Well, Angry Video Game Memory did that. Super Mega Death Christ.
Well, South Park kind of did it too, right? With Ninjas, and he throws the throwing stars and shit. Fucking sunglasses and shit.
Yep.
And Kyle has to stab him in the neck. Oh man, that's.
Oh, speaking of stab, yeah, that was probably one of the most gruesome kills when he.
That was gruesome.
Love the original RoboCop. Oh, by the way, hey, Purge fans, the RoboCop is a satire, not the Purge, because RoboCop makes sense of what he was doing. The Purge makes no fucking sense. Okay, actually, what, Brett?
All right, so I got RoboCop out of the way. Next one is a Best Picture winner, which is a great film, but I don't necessarily look at it as Best Picture winner because there was someone else that came out that specific year, wasn't even nominated, which still pisses me off to this day, but this is still a great film nonetheless. That is Danny Boyle's Slumdog Millionaire.
Out of the films that were nominated, that was easily the best one.
Yeah, but Dark Knight, though.
No Dark Knight, no Wall-E.
And you know what? I've said this. I will say this. The movies. The 2009 Ceremony has. That to me is the most blandest lineup of Best Picture nominees I've ever seen.
Well, yeah. And you know what? You could thank Harvey Weinstein for that. Because who was involved in getting the reader pushed to Best Picture? Harvey fucking Weinstein.
Yeah, and other movies that while were good, people talk about certain other movies before the actual nominees, other than Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah, like I said, Wall-E, Gran Torino was also one of my other favorites.
The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight was the best film of the fucking decade.
Even Revolutionary Road. Revolutionary Road should have been nominated. The Sam Mendes movie with Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's right. I know there was.
By the way, Kate Winslet should have won for that instead of The Reader.
The Iron Man, and that was on the AFI's top 10 that year.
I know.
It's like, and you know what the funny thing is like I said before, what happened the year after? They went to 10, and they had nominations for Up, District 9, Avatar, and The Hurt Locker. The Oscars knew they fucked up.
They still do.
You know what else? You know what else fucked up? Decided to go with a fucking ping pong instead of someone like me. That's another fuck up right there. No, fuck you. I've sat here waiting my entire life for someone like this woman, but no, I'm not ping pong.
Will someone turn that into a GIF? Don't worry, Gary. Someone will bring you joy one day or another.
Welcome to the fucking emotional breakdown show with Jer Bear.
Hey, Gary, I got 2 words for you. Love connection. I don't know if Truck Woolery is still available.
But back to Slumdog Millionaire, which is a great film. It's a,
I love it.
It's like watching a game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, while also flashing back to his traumatizing moments in his past.
Yep.
This is a great film. What I don't consider, a lot of people say this is Danny Boyle's best.
I think it is.
I say his 2 other ones I love more: 127 Hours and especially Train Spotting.
127 Hours is my second favorite.
That's also my second favorite, but behind Train Spotting, that's my favorite Danny Boyle.
And 28 Days Later, actually.
Yes, and Steve Jobs. Can't forget Steve Jobs.
Can't wait to see what he's going to do for Bond.
Yes. Oh, he's got 2 movies next year. That's exciting.
Yeah. And by the way, Jared, here's another thing about me that I'm in the minority of. You probably think, what does this have to do with it? I'm so glad he's not directing Bond 25. Denis Villeneuve. I'm the only guy that fucking hates him.
That's pretty weird, bro.
Dude, except for Prisoners. I love Prisoners. I hate the rest of his fucking movies.
Pretty weird. He did the first Sicario, no?
I hated Sicario.
I didn't like the second one, but I like the fucking first one.
I hate ping pong tables.
Would you? Oh my god,
Gary!
I'm not letting it go.
All right, so Slumdog Millionaire is a great film. Again, I don't see it as a Best Picture winner because of something else that came out that year.
Yep, Dark Knight.
Oh, they're 2 chicken shit for superhero.
Another one, the Wrestler.
Yes. I'll get to that later, or something about that later. But Slumdog Millionaire is still a great film, nonetheless. Now we get to a movie that I don't see as a Best Actor winner, but a Best Actor nominee because of someone else who was nominated should have won, but still a great one. Hey, Gary. Gary?
Yeah.
Milk.
This was on last week's show, too. You guys remember that?
Milk was a great movie, dude.
But you know who my pick was to win for Best Actor, but he wasn't even nominated? Clint Eastwood, Gran Torino.
But of the nominees, it's Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke, that was his award.
That was his award, though. Sean Penn, though, is still terrific in this movie as Harvey Milk.
Oh, he's amazing.
What the fuck happened to Sean Penn? I haven't seen him in shit in years? At least 3 or 5 years. I haven't seen him in anything.
It's the Gunman. That movie was.
I Am Sam.
No. Remember, he was the big bird from Angry Birds.
Yeah, I know.
He was the bird in fuck. He might as well be in nothing than that.
He was Terrence, which was the best character of the movie.
It was
Angry Birds
character.
And then it got worse. Now we got the fucking Emoji movie.
Oh,
how does it get worse? Candy Crush the movie. It'll be next.
Dude,
Jared, how does it get worse than that?
Don't give him any ideas.
Milk is a great film by Gus Van Sant, and the performances. Josh Brolin in this movie is great. I don't know if he deserved a nomination in that movie though.
The Twinkie defense.
But everyone in this movie is great, from Sean Penn to Josh Brolin, James Franco. This is a great film. And also won Best Screenplay. I don't know if it deserved Best Screenplay either.
No, I would have given Best Screenplay. What was it? Adapted screenplay or original?
Original. It was original.
How is it original when it's based on a person?
Because it's not from a book or a.
Still, that. Oh my. I'm sorry, Oscars. That don't make any sense. If it's based off an actual person, that doesn't make it original. Oh my god.
Of the movies that were nominated for original screenplay, there was WALL-E, which is not even a screenplay film.
No, that should have been nominated for Best Director.
It technically is. Feature is Best Director.
They had to separate it into a different category, which is
Vicky
ridiculous.
Cristina Barcelona should have been the winner. It wasn't even nominated.
Woody Allen.
Yeah. But Milk is a great film, though.
Oh, Milk is a terrific movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Next I have here is an Oliver Stone classic.
Ooh,
and
I'm all ears.
it has one of the greatest villains in any movie ever, Wall Street.
Greed is good. It works. Gary, what the fuck, dude?
What's up?
Fucking Gary, dude. He's been sniffing too much paint thinner. Yes, Oliver Stone's Wall Street. Michael Douglas
Definitely deserved that Oscar. There was no one else.
He deserved that. They should have gave it to him on the red carpet. That's how good he was in that movie.
Yeah, exactly. He is like up there with Hannibal Lecter as one of the greatest villains ever.
Oh, he's amazing. He's like a great antagonist that you just want to keep on watching. You know, they did the sequel, but nothing's going to beat the original. Yeah.
But Wall Street is a terrific film about the stock market, and Charlie Sheen is really good in the movie.
He is.
Even his dad's in it too, Martin Sheen. Oh yeah.
Yeah, terrific film, man. Oliver Stone back in those days, yeah, he was controversial, but man, his movies were good.
Oh, yeah, that's what he's known for, being like a controversial but terrific filmmaker.
Another one of them, I know it's polarizing, but I love it. Natural Born Killers. Fucking love it.
And JFK, that's a great one.
I love it.
Oliver Stone, back in the 80s and early 90s, he was the shit. Nowadays, he is just
He's just plain old, dull shit.
But Wall Street is a great film. A very dialogue-driven film, but great dialogue nonetheless, especially from Michael Douglas, who steals every bit of it.
Yep.
He's like Anton in No Country for Old Men. He's a villain, but you want to keep watching.
Yep. That's a perfect explanation.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that Wall Street, and now we get to a great film that won Best Screenplay, and it deserved Best Screenplay, and that is Little Miss Sunshine.
That was a fun one.
I think some of that movie was filmed in Arizona. I can tell by some of the locations in some areas.
This is a funny film, and I think it's a big breakout for Steve Carell in drama.
Mm-hmm.
It was also really good, but I don't think Alan Arkin deserved that Oscar.
The only reason why he won it is because the term norbited.
That was Eddie Murphy's award.
No, it was, but he did one of the worst fucking movies of all time, Norbit.
Then again, Sandra Bullock was lucky to win that Oscar.
Oh, she did.
All About Steve.
Oh, fuck! That movie with.
So what's the excuse here?
I don't know. Maybe because Norbit's more offensively bad. I don't know. Shit. All About Steve. That was such
Jack Nicholson in The Departed, who wasn't even nominated that year.
That pissed me off because he was my pick to win.
Exactly. But Little Miss Sunshine is a really good road trip movie. One of the best movies in that road trip category.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is probably my favorite.
I'd say probably Easy Rider. Easy Rider is a great.
Gary, oh my God, what the fuck got into you, boy?
We have so many rappers with little in their name, and then nobody has ever thought of little shit.
Jesus Christ, Gary!
My buddy Chappie said that. I thought it was funny.
Jerry, you see what I have to fucking deal with?
I'm sorry, that's funny.
All right, now we get to another Blu-ray, and it's a classic from Mr. Steven Soderbergh, and that is Traffic.
Okay, Traffic's actually a good movie. It's very, it's a multiple storyline. They each have their own, like, I guess you could say, tinted cinematography, because each one displays a certain color of representing
for a movie like this, which is perfect for a movie
which
like this.
Represents tone, theme, and atmosphere.
And should have been nominated for best cinematography for that reason, but it wasn't even nominated for best cinematography, which is bullshit.
Yeah, it was nominated for best director, but no cinematography. That's kind of odd.
I think I know why. Because I guess they don't. Oh, then again, they nominated the Coen brothers for their different name in the editing department, but Steven Soderbergh for some reason likes to have a different name when doing everything else like cinematography. But this is a great film. It tells from each person's perspectives, and they all connect so well. And Benicio del Toro, he deserved that Oscar. He was so
Yeah, he does. And the scene, I think it was in this movie where they were telling the joke about that hurricane, and someone's eating the food, and then here comes another team bringing in food, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
Although I will say, I don't know if Steven Soderbergh deserved that Oscar because there's also Ridley Scott for Gladiator.
Yeah, I would have given it to him.
Exactly. But Traffic is an excellent film. It tells it's one of those ensemble films that tells from each person's perspective,
Right.
and it's done so incredibly well.
Actually, I take that back. I would have given it to Robert Zemeckis for Castaway.
That
I
was great.
fucking hate that movie.
Oh! Whoa! Oh, you made my fucking cocaine dick shrunk to like a turtle head.
That movie is so boring.
Oh, that's one of my all-time favorite movies. Ah!
That's my favorite performance from Tom Hanks. My favorite performance from Tom Hanks.
Same here. It's my favorite.
I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch it or something. But I
You
thought it
didn't
was
cry when he
boring.
lost Wilson. God damn it!
I thought it was boring.
That part made me cry, actually.
I did, almost did. Even the cat's going like, "What?"
All right, well, you guys are crying over a soccer ball. That's fine.
Gary
like-
Pudding,
Dude, he was all by himself for so many years. He had no one to
Gary
talk to.
Pudding, I yelled at you last night. Do I have to yell at you again? I mean, that's the easy way. Or we can do it the hard way, which is my favorite. I can give you a spanking like I did last night. So
And
you
come-
choose. You choose.
You
You
think
choose
it's
between the talk or the spanking. You choose.
you think it's weird for me? Think I'm weird because I hate Denis Villeneuve? Oh!
My God.
Well, how boring would it be if I just came on here and agree with you guys all the time, right?
No, well, actually, you know what? He has a
Hey,
good point now.
look at Jerry, man. It's a good idea to have someone who's different.
I don't know. There's one
You
person.
know.
I don't know. There's one person who I've been on many streams with. I don't want to say names, but he constantly agrees with me, even though he has no idea what he's talking about.
I know you're talking about.
He clearly has no idea.
Speaking
what
of that,
he's talking about.
Speaking of that, speaking of what you're discussing, Brett, I think I'm gonna have a banana tonight. I'm gonna open it with my toes.
Alright. Next, we got
If you wanna talk about King Kong, there you go. There's your new
Gary?
idea.
Gary, that reminds me because I saw him in a video game. Here it is.
what is that?
Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh, I only have the first one. I really want to get the second one because.
The first two are awesome. Fuck the third game. Okay.
All right.
Okay. We're getting a
Next
little off
movie
track
I
here.
have here is a classic from John Hughes.
Holy shit! How many Blu-rays do you have? Holy fuck!
Three more. I have 3 more because we got for 2 weeks without without doing the regular format of Flicks of the Dick. And next Blu-ray I have here is a classic from John Hughes, and that is The Breakfast Club.
That's a good one.
Almost 8:30.
That's a classic.
Yes, this is a classic and with a great bunch of, I would say, unknowns. Some of them pretty known, but Emilio Estevez is only well known because he was related to Charlie and Martin Sheen. But this was a great John Hughes movie with a cool end credit song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as with a beautiful ending as well. Something better that Table 19 is not.
Oh, don't. Oh my god. Hey, Gary. Oh, that's Gary. That's it. That's another attention. You're gonna show up another attention. You understand? You understand? No, that's another one. That's another one.
Wait, what?
That's another one. That's another detention.
The Breakfast Club is a terrific coming-of-age film by John Hughes. And speaking of John Hughes, I have probably his most overlooked one that thankfully has gotten a cult following, and that is Uncle Buck.
With John Candy.
Yes.
He comes in with that fucking drill.
Yes, it was a great scene. And it was a big breakout for Macaulay Culkin as well.
Yeah, it was actually.
Uncle Buck is an incredibly funny film, especially from John Candy, who shows up, because his niece is with his date. It's the first time he sees her date.
Yep.
And it was funny. Like, hey, come over here. I want to show you this great drill I have.
He reminds me of me. That's what's so funny about it. I was like, that's exactly how I would act. And Gary looks like a fucking retarded blowfish. Okay.
Yeah, Uncle Buck is a classic. All right, one more Blu-ray I have here, and it is a classic. And it is unfortunately the only movie I have from this classic director, but for good reason, though, and I'll explain. And that is Spartacus.
One of the best Stanley Kubrick films.
Yes, unfortunately, this is the only Kubrick film I have, but for good reason, though.
Why? Is this film's hard to find or something?
No. It's because I want to buy the Stanley Kubrick Masterpiece Collection that Spartacus is not a part of for whatever reason. So this is the only Stanley Kubrick movie I'll have by itself. Oh, that and Path to Glory with Kirk Douglas.
Okay.
But the Spartacus is one of the best epics out there. And Kirk Douglas in the movie is terrific. And Peter Ustinov, who deserved that Oscar, he won for Best Supporting Actor. He was terrific in this movie. And this is a beautiful, of course, this is Stanley Kubrick, an incredibly well shot film.
Yeah, hey, Brady. Once you're done with your Blu-rays, we got to wrap it up because I got to do something important in a little bit.
All right. So yeah, Spartacus is a great film. I'm hoping to get the Stanley Kubrick Masterpiece Collection, which is a bit expensive on Amazon. All right.
You know what's funny? The movie The Commuter rips off the Spartacus scene.
I guess I'll go
Oh, the best of the 90s? Save that for next week.
Come on. No.
Oh,
I
well.
want to go over that today.
Gary,
what was the list again? What was the list again?
The best performances of the 90s from supporting actress, supporting actor, actor, and actress.
Yeah, I want to go.
Because I really got to go out to the living room.
We'll go to the living room. We'll just handle it from here.
I can't. I have to. Well, if I do, I'm going to be staying out there for the rest of the night because I got to conclude this. All right, let Brett go over it quickly. Let him go over it.
Let's go over this one list from Taste of Cinema.
No, go over your best of the 90s. That'll be the other. That's the one we want you to go over.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go over the best performances of my best performances in the 90s, from lead actor to lead actress, supporting actor, and supporting actress. All right, starting with lead actor here. Number 10, Jeffrey Rush in Shine.
Okay,
that's
a good pick.
Number 9, Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump.
Wow, I can't believe that's not higher.
Well, he is great. I will say that's probably the only thing that Forrest Gump deserved in the Oscars.
Oh, you get the fuck out of
here. Number 8, Jeremy Irons in Reversal of Fortune.
Yep, and then he did. Oh my god!
But he was great. Number 7, Al Pacino wins Too Little Too Late in Scent of a Woman. It's a great performance, but Denzel Washington and Malcolm X is the real winner that year.
I agree.
Number 6, even though Tom Hanks was good in Philadelphia, number 6 is Liam Neeson in Schindler's List.
That was his award, I believe.
Yes, should have won. Number 5, one of the greatest villains ever, Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs.
Great film.
Wow! That probably would have been my number 1. Okay.
Number 4 goes to the memeiest actor in Oscar history.
Nick Cage?
Cage and Live in Las Vegas.
If you've never seen that performance, you have to see it to believe it because it's amazing.
Yes, really heartbreaking film.
Oh, extremely.
Number 3, one of the biggest snubs ever, Edward Norton in American History X.
I agree. That was fucking bullshit.
And number 2, I think this is his best performance, Jack Nicholson and As Good as It Gets.
I think his best performance is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, but have you seen As Good as It Gets, Jerome?
Oh yeah, Helen Hunt, Jack Nicholson. Oh yeah, very good.
Definitely deserves an Oscar. And number 1, I
got a phone call to this person who is currently hating right now that I got a phone call from. Why don't you say in the fucking chat instead of calling about it?
Is it Satan?
No, I'll say off camera. So the person watching right now who is currently hating on Brady, the person who called up to inform me, say it on the chat.
Okay. That was
right.
Continue, Brett. I'm sorry. I had to get it out of my system.
All right, and number 1, Kevin Spacey in American Beauty. I think I can. I absolutely relate to him so much.
Fuck.
That's why I love that performance so
All right,
much.
shut the show down.
My second most overrated film of all time. Oh.
Now for lead actress. Number 10, Judi Dench in Mrs. Brown. She should have won instead of Helen Hunt, even though Helen Hunt was really good in that movie.
Oh, well, Judi Dench is nominated almost every fucking year.
She won for the wrong movie. She won for the wrong movie, which is a cameo. Basically a cameo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Number 9, she should have won instead of Gwyneth Paltrow. Cate Blanchett in Elizabeth.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 8, Jessica Lange in Blue Sky. Oh, yeah. Number 7, Emma Thompson in Howard's End, the movie that basically put her on the map.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 6, Holly Hunter in The Piano. Really deserve that.
Okay. I'm not.
Number 5, she should have won. Sharon Stone in Casino.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. And number 4, Frances McDormand in Fargo.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yes. Number 3, Kathy Bates in Misery.
Oh, what the fuck is... I thought that was going to be your number 1. Maybe I'm missing someone.
Number 2, Jodie Foster in The Silence of the Lambs.
Actually, that should have been number 1.
And number 1 is Hilary Swank in Boys Don't Cry.
Actually, I cannot disagree with that.
That's her best performance ever. And
I agree.
She should have also won an Oscar for actually being able to have a career after the next Karate Kid.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know. That was a big survival. That was a big survival for her.
That movie is fucking garbage.
I know. Now for Best Supporting Actor. Number 10.
Let me guess what number 1's going to be. Number 1, if it's not Joe Pesci, I'm going to be shocked.
Number 10, Martin Landau and Ed Wood.
Fuck you.
Number 9, Ed Harris in The Truman Show. He should have won.
That's an interesting pick.
He should have won that year instead of James Coburn in Affliction. Number 8, he should have been nominated instead of Jack Palance in City Slickers, even though it was really good. But number 8 is Richard Dreyfuss in What About Bob? I am on vacation.
Yep. Number 6.
Yeah. Number 6, Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Number 5, he should have been nominated for Fargo instead of William H. Macy. Steve Buscemi.
Actually, I agree.
Oh, yeah. Number 4, Gene Hackman in Unforgiven.
For lead actors, no, wait. For number 1. Actually, no, keep going. Keep going.
Number 3, Ray Fiennes in Schindler's List.
That's a great pick.
Number 2, one of my biggest Oscar snubs ever, Tom Cruise, Magnolia, and that's his best performance. And number 1 is Joe Pesci, Goodfellas.
There's one that you forgot, and I cannot believe it.
What?
Samuel L. Jackson, Pulp Fiction.
Well, I'm going by like 1 for each year.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I picked Martin Landau and Ed Wood.
Oh, it's hard to choose between the two. I would have gone Samuel L. Jackson, but yeah, that's understandable. That line me cocksucker go out in hell for all I care.
Now, Best Supporting Actress.
Here we go.
Number 10, she should have been nominated. Kate Winslet and Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet.
I have not seen that, so I wouldn't know.
I think that's the best adaptation of a Shakespeare play ever. Number 9, Lynn Redgrave and Gods and Monsters.
Never seen that either. Shit.
That's a good one. Number 8, Lorraine Bracco, Goodfellas.
Wow.
False alarm, what I said. I was wrong. Apparently, I'm the fucking asshole here. I was wrong.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You're the funny one, Brett. Guess I'm the fucking asshole here.
Number seven. Number 7, she should have won. Juliette Lewis and Martin Scorsese's Cape Fear.
Oh man, that's a great remake.
Yes, and that is a great performance as well, right next to Robert De Niro in Cape Fear.
Oh, Robert De Niro in that movie, Jesus.
Number 6, Diane Wiest in Bullets Over Broadway.
I never saw that.
It's a great Woody Allen movie. Number 5, Kate Winslet in Sense and Sensibility, the Ang Lee movie.
Okay.
That's a great one. Number 4, one of the best child performances ever, Anna Paquin, The Piano.
I never saw The Piano. God damn. I never seen most of these.
Number 3, Marissa Tomei and My Cousin Vinny.
She still looks fine as hell. God damn.
Number 2, Julianne Moore in Magnolia.
Okay, can I guess what number 1 is? I believe it's going to be number 1, rightfully so. Kim Basinger, LA Confidential.
Damn right.
Yep, and I agree. But there's one I couldn't believe you never mentioned. Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost. That is, to me, a huge
Lorraine
one.
Bracco, Goodfellas.
Oh, okay, that same year. But yeah, I agree. Number 1 is Kim Basinger.
Yes.
Not only was she great in that movie, she was fine as fuck in that movie. And then you saw what she turned out to be later on in life. Fuck.
Well, actually, no. Yeah, and she kind of messed around with the Cool World movie, which should have been great.
Yeah. I think that wraps it up.
Basically, yeah. I was going to go over my Taste of Cinema list.
Oh, well, we have to wrap it up because we're like 10 minutes over.
Yeah.
Save that for next week.
Okay.
Next week.
All right, so.
Mr. Gabbear?
All right, folks. All right, folks. Well, I apologize for that little outburst I did. I was wrong.
Oh, you misunderstood.
I'm the asshole here. Yeah, but I'm the asshole anyway, so why not? So I hope you folks had a nice, enjoyed the episode with Flicks with the Dicks here. This was episode number 51. Stay tuned for episode number 52 next week, Sunday, as we go over different varieties of topics. And for that episode, we're going to have Jordan Siemens with us, or Jay Vader, Jordan Vanilla Seaman with us. Jay Vaders, we're going to have him for episode number 52 and episode number 53. I want to try and get Adam on. We were supposed to have him for this episode, but he never showed up.
Don't ever challenge Jay Vader to trivia. He'll fucking destroy you.
So folks, I hope you all enjoyed the program. It was a nice little episode. And let me explain to you all about certain views with Flicks of what's going on.
Actually,
it's not us. It's not. Here's the thing, though. It's not us. It's not the people. It's nobody at all. It's fucking YouTube, because YouTube has been taking away our views, and ever since the new policies, they've been destroying small YouTube channels who are independent, giving programs, and they've been taking away our views that we've been working for.
Yeah. Especially for my Turok, the first Turok. You remember episode 3? It was doing really well. It should be triple what that number should be doing. Except they took away the views. And it's bullshit. And we're not the only ones. It's happened to many others that we know as well. I was like, what the fuck has happened? Yeah.
I hope you folks had a good time enjoying the episode. It was fun having Jared with us, Pierre putting the original movie nerd out of anybody out here. And it was great. So we'll have Jay Vaders with us next episode. Have a fun time with that. So I hope you all enjoyed episode number 51. So stay tuned for episode number 52. Next Sunday, you're most welcome. Next Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Before we conclude, I want to address real quick about the 2018 Network Film Awards. Real quick, nothing really major, nothing major of an idea for what's to come with that, except there's a small, I just want to announce that. As for the 2018 Network Film Awards, again, for those awards, it's obviously me pre-taped. Why? Because the first time I did it, it was amazing. It was successful, and it was the best work that I put into when it came to any video or any stream. And I want to try and top that again when it comes to putting work into more video. It's still going to be 80s theme, but we're going to try a little something different when it comes to theme, showcase. It was more like a VHS type theme last one, so we're going to try a little something different. As for what, I don't know. I'll try and think of ideas for a theme. But as for the awards itself, we're gonna be getting some we're gonna be getting categories going, at least a small start before we bother addressing the plans way later down in the year. So I just figured I'd just address some about that and saying that we're gonna get small works into that, and yes, it is gonna be happening and shit like that. So folks, I'm gonna go fuck myself right now because I'm an asshole, and I hope you folks had yourself a nice day. And hope you all enjoyed the program, and stay tuned again for episode number 52 of Flicks with the Dicks. And take it away,
JP.
Guys, thank you so much for having me on Flicks with the Dicks again. It's been a fucking honor. I'd love to come back anytime. Check me out on fucking YouTube, Jared Poirier, the movie nerd. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of Tarantino shit. We're gonna have Gary guest starring on the channel, and hopefully I'll be back on Flicks with the Dicks again, guys. If you want me back here, I would love to do it again.
I would love to have you back so we can cast Brett as Bigfoot.
No.
Yeah, more Bigfoot news.
Me as Bigfoot then, Mike.
Okay, either Bigfoot, you're playing Lost Levels, or you're drinking a milkshake.
I'd rather play Lost Levels for you, mate.
Well, then beat the fucking game. You can do it.
God damn you.
Yes, indeed. Mr. Pretty Pooh.
Thank you all so much for tuning in for another episode of Flicks with the Dicks. I can't wait for Jay Vegas to show up next Sunday, and I will showcase more movie reviews and more topics to go over. And next Sunday, I'm going to go over best performances of the 2000s.
Oh boy, you and I are gonna have some fucking fighting words on that one.
I don't know about that one, mate. I think we can agree on some things.
Castaway, how dare you?
Castaway. Castaway is a great film. The hell you talking? And
Bro,
I have Blu-ray too.
Do what you know what's best and shut up, because your mouth gets you in trouble. I should know.
You're talking about me, mate?
No, me.
Oh, okay.
You know how much trouble I've been getting into over the past 6 months.
Dear, cool. All right, so thank you all for tuning in, and now Jerome, you take it away then, mate.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in to episode 51 of Flicks with the Dicks. Turn into episode 52 when we have Vanilla Seam. That's the greatest nickname ever. Oh my god. Oh, because he's a pussy looking demon. Where's Joel Gertner when you need him? Until the next episode, signing off for JP, the original movie nerd, Super Mario fan, Oakley Brooker, and the young ESS, and Mr. Garrison saying, I'm Roby Boy Janibody saying, stay tuned. And once again, motherfuck Tom Six, you're a sick, nasty, despicable piece of shit, trailer trash garbage. Now, if
James Gunn, don't forget James Gunn.
James Gunn, what the fuck were you thinking?
Get it together, bro. Get it together.
No shit. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go and look up some sweet classic MILF porn starring Tara Patrick.